Hello everybody, this is going to be a bit of a different video today. I sort of need to fill out some space, and with a group of friends I was thinking, man, it would be kind of cool to just go through Zenless Zone Zero designs and think, alright, which one has the best drip? And so, I am currently going to do that with two of my friends on said server. Go ahead and introduce yourselves.
Hello, I'm Vivi. I'm just a girl.
Hey, my name is Callie. Welcome to the channel. This is my channel now.
Oh.
So we're gonna be starting off with our favorite, with our second favorite main character, Wise.
Okay, so just jumping straight into things, alright. Okay, so if I may go first. Wise, kind of, he is definitely supposed to be that sort of generic looking main character, but at the same time his design kind of fails because he's kind of right next to Belle, who has a much more, much better design overall and stands out a whole lot more.
Man, you didn't give him a chance.
I gotta be honest, okay?
I mean, I definitely do see where you're coming from. In terms of default guy, every gotcha's got like the default guy, just that one silhouette of the guy and then like the fairy princess standing next to him. He's definitely not as generic as a lot of them are, with the same like Kirito haircut and all that. He had like a more unique design at the start where he had like eye bags, which I thought was, weirdly interesting for it was very clear that he was, I don't know how to like the fat pockets that are like underneath like monolids, I
Oh,
thought
no,
it
I
was an
gotcha.
interesting character design trait, but then like they got rid of it, I think. So I don't know.
It's because Zenless Zone Zero doesn't like fun.
Like, what's
Also, his
interesting...
abs are painted on.
Does he have abs, like, at all? What?
In the 2D art, he's got abs, and then in like the 3D
Does
game,
he?
it's like flat. It's smooth.
They cannot make
It's like
decisions
glass.
here. Like, wow. I think what's interesting about Wise in particular is that, like, he's just kind of, like... He's supposed to be kind of like an average dude. Like, he's not really supposed to be special in that regard, I feel like. And he does a very good job at it. And, like, he's, like, a very, like, average guy, but, like, it fits. He's, like, he's probably, like, the perfect example of, like, that character, like, everyone else kind of bounces off of. And, like, that
He's very
that
straight
shows,
man,
like, the story as well. But, I mean, to be fair, I'm a Bell player, so...
Yeah.
Maybe his role's a little different for me.
And that is kind of just
We're
like my main problem, is because like he is like right next to Belle, who I feel like both should have been on like the same wavelength, and it's very obvious who got the favorite genes in this family.
The favorite treatment. I mean, like, okay, obviously we both picked Belle and you picked Wise, so there is a little bit of bias here. I really do like Wise's design, just from like a standpoint as for what he stands for and the kind of character he is. He is excellently designed as the straight man to his sister's shenanigans, like off the wall. She bounces off of him perfectly, flawlessly. I like his design. I think it's solid overall. And I think he goes in You Can Dress Yourself in the Morning tier. It's nothing too flashy, but he looks clean and put together. It's a good design. I like
I
it.
completely agree. Like, he reminds me of, like, the, like, random guy friends I have in real life. Like, he's just a normal guy. He's just a normal guy. You can't really hate on him, you know?
Alright.
Default friend.
Well,
Friend template.
if Wise is going in that tier, then like
Belle, just like one tier above.
Yeah.
I feel like Belle's fashion sense is very, very, it like encompasses that urban street sort of vibe that ZZZ launched with. So it just like with the jacket, like it's like puffer, sleeveless, and she's got like that goofy little run and those Splatoon shoes. It's great. I love her. It's great.
Yeah, she definitely fits the vibe like altogether.
Yeah, like, she's, like, kind of, like, the more, like, eccentric, like, she's more out there than Wise, which is not at all a bad thing. I think it fits her character very well.
And she says words like Riz.
I do struggle to, like, want to put her, like, above, like, Wise, tiering-wise, mostly not because she's bad, but because I think there's just so many characters that, like, have, like, something more, like, particular than her.
I
if
think
I
I
could
see
put
what
like
you're
a,
saying.
if I
Belle
could
and
put
Wise
like
both
a
fill the
tier,
same
like
role.
if I could put like a tier between fashionable and you can dress yourself in the morning, I probably would put her there. That could be something to think
Okay.
about later. But like
Then
right now,
then we can
it's
have Belle at the bottom of fashionable, and then like if like fashionable becomes like too cluttered, we can like bring her down.
I think that's a
Yeah,
good idea.
that seems fair.
All
Like
right.
I think Belle is like very well designed. She's like very good, especially for like a main character. Now I picked Belle. So I don't know how she is like as like the like an NPC like the other sibling. But I can't really like speak on that. But like as a main character, she is probably one of my favorites that I've seen in like a game like this. Just in terms of like design, it's just very unique. Like you can tell like this is Belle. Like you put a silhouette, that's her.
Yeah.
Fully agree
They
there.
both have extremely cohesive, direct designs. You look at Wise, you're like, yep, that's the guy. You look at Belle, you're like, yeah, she probably says words like skibbity, I don't know.
Shit.
Well,
I
and
mean, she
that's
says
why I
words in
picked
game. She
Wise.
says words in game.
All
I'm
right.
not gonna say anything. Oh my god, my
So
goat.
Ambi. Ambi has a really solid design.
I
Yeah,
think
and yeah, but
it would be a disservice to put Andy anywhere like lowly in this tier list. There is a reason why she is on the front cover of the app. There's a reason why. She has incredibly strong design. The green and then the fact that the white is like usually a lot of the time when Hoyoverse does characters with white hair, you notice that the hair tends to tint towards blue. But if you look at Ambi's hair, her white actually tints towards cooler than blue. It's green. It has a green tint to it, which I thought was amazing, especially considering the fact that her overall silhouette is so punk. Like the Cunning Hairs as a faction have some of the most solid design philosophy. For me, Ambi has gotta go and like at least top. She's literally the face of the game. Come on, chat, please. My propaganda has to work.
I feel like saying immaculate trip for her might be a bit too much. But at the same
That's
time,
true.
it is a really damn good design. And
It's solid. I want to say it's solid.
I could definitely be swayed. What's your take, Vivi?
I think I mean she's my like profile picture on Discord right now, and there's a good reason
God.
for this. Like I think her design is very good, and like there's just like some slight like things that some ZZZ-isms, if you will, that kind of like take it down from being like perfect for me. It's, like I will say like her in daily life having like I haven't gotten maybe not far enough in the story to get the explanation, but like
Oh
the,
shoot,
like,
I'm the
tanks
furthest one
on
in the
her
story.
back. I think like the
gotta be
things on her
careful.
back kind of stick out like a sore thumb. Like when you're on 6th Street and like hanging out with her, it makes it feel like. I mean, obviously Ambi's got stuff going on. Like she's more than like meets the eye, but she's like a very like normal character as well. I think like that juxtaposition's pretty good, but it definitely kind of like sticks out as like kind of just something that I don't personally fully vibe with. But other than that, she's very good. She's a very iconic character. I mean, she's the face of the game and kind of the center of the story, if I'm calling her it. So, like, it works out very well. And like
She
Callie
is one of the
said,
core
she's
pillars,
like
yeah.
she's very good for like a punk faction, like the Cunning Hairs. Like, she's the perfect introduction to the game. Like you see her design, you're like, okay, this is what the game's about.
Yeah, I
And
know what this game's
yeah.
gonna be about, yeah.
it's very good for setting the theme and the tone early. And really, that's the most you can ask for out of a character like Andy.
She sticks the landing. She may not have the fanciest drip in New Eridu, but by God, does she stick the landing, chat.
It's
Indeed.
very good for like introduction. Like that's your first like impression of the game. You play as Ambi in like the first mission. It's like, all right, yeah, this is a pretty solid design. Let's see what else we got.
Well, let's see what else we got. And, okay.
Oh my God.
So, Nicole, I feel, has a solid design, but out of the, like, initial starting trio, I would probably say she has the least strong one.
Let me
I'm
look
very
at
biased.
something just to.
I have like all the characters pulled up here so I can like, make sure that my memory is accurate. I remember one of the first things that I ever saw from Nicole was like, people on like the beta test leaks where she had her like pose, her animations and her poses changed, and people were mad about it. But like I remember I saw her for the first time and I was like, dude, she has such like a solid style. I wasn't sure what to call it at the time, but then he came out and I was like, oh yeah, it's like the ZZZ seasoning, if you will. It's like that urban punk. She's got the boots, she's got the black on, she's got like the crop top t-shirt, she's got like the shorts with like the million useless belts. And then the pink hair, the Hoyoverse special, it's so good. You can tell she's a Hoyoverse character, but like / pause, you know what I mean? Yeah. I really like Nicole's design. I think it's very, very solid. Out of all the cunning hairs, I think it's my favorite one. That's really? Not really fair to Billy, because Billy's wearing just like pants and a jacket, but like, I mean, we'll get there when we get there, you know what I mean?
We'll talk about Billy in a minute. I'm kind of like conflicted with Nicole, because like her design is perfect for her character. Like it fits it perfectly. Like you told me Nicole's character, girl. Like yeah, this is absolutely perfect. It tells you everything like you need to know about like who she is, like how she rolls, and her role in the story, though you might be a little surprised at just how much she does, which is interesting. Mm-hmm. My problem is if we're talking design wise, I feel like she's her upper half is very good, but there's not really a lot happening below the belt, which is a big problem with most ZZZ characters.
Yeah, we'll definitely get into that with some characters.
We'll talk about Ambi has at least a little bit happening down there.
Nicole isn't as bad when it comes to that, though.
She's not that bad, no. She's not that bad. I mean, you have some characters with, there's one character I immediately think of, and we'll talk about her later. But
we'll get there when we get there.
Signature asymmetry for the Hoyoverse with one long stocking and one short sock. So
it's
there is that.
It's very Hoyo, but also it kind of works.
Long sock and short sock? Oh, sorry. Okay.
I don't think it's quite fashion disaster.
So
I think she,
at the very least, more than Wise. But are we thinking more or less than Belle?
I am biased, so I that I like her design, so I'm gonna I'm gonna let them.
I'm okay with either. I think Nicole, she's got a good design. I don't think it's the best design. I think
I would push her into fashionable. I would push her above Belle, maybe above Ambi, but above Belle for sure.
Yeah, I think general consensus is saying Ambi over Nicole, though.
Yeah. That's fair.
Yeah,
I mean, I can't be mad.
Nicole,
I like them both.
I think Ambi is just more iconic than Nicole, if that makes sense.
It's true.
But I think that's less Nicole's fault and more just Ambi being just so pervasive, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
There's also the fact that A Million, which is the very first Bang Boo that we see, considering it's on Nicole, is also green like Ambi. It's the same color of green, so it also kind of ties her back to her in that way, which I kind of
that's a good point, but it's also A Million, and I refuse to acknowledge that piece of crap.
Damn.
Not nice. I don't like the guy.
Damn.
I don't like the guy.
A Million burned your house down.
A Million burned my house down to collect the insurance money. I'm sorry.
Straight for the
A Million
throat.
killed my grandma, okay?
Okay. So I'm
just being a hater. I mean, there's worse Bang Boo, but I don't like A Million. It doesn't matter. It's not knocking Nicole's design at all.
I'm a little scared to talk my stuff, so I'll let you guys start first.
Oh no! Do you not have nice things to say about Billy?
Oh no! I love Billy's character's design. I think it's one of the strongest ones of the initial startup.
Oh, no. Okay, so we're fine then. You're totally fine. I think... okay, this is going to be a hot take. I think of all of the automaton designs that we've gotten so far, every single robot one, and we're not talking about the Angels of Delusion right now. I'm going to pretend that this video came out before their beta debut, please.
So, two?
Shh, don't worry about it.
We have a few more. Few more.
Billy has one of the most, I know one of Zenless's standout marketing gimmicks was the fact that their animation was so squash and stretch. Holy principles of animation. I think Zenless Zone Zero's animation to this day is definitely one that I would love to replicate in any of my work going forward. I am obsessed with it. And Billy absolutely is that goofy, bouncy, like energetic, sort of like almost like old-timey, like he has smear frames. Billy has smear frames, guys. I think Billy's design, like if you forget the fact that he's just shirtless, just don't.
We need equal
He's
fan
got
service, okay?
the
Jeez.
striking white hair. He's got the Deadpool mask looking thing. He's got the red jacket with the Sons of Calgon logo on the back, and he's got like a pair of skinny jeans, some nice boots, and dual revolvers. He has one of the strongest silhouettes in this game. Hands down, if you see anybody from anywhere, you show them any picture of Billy, they're like, hey, it's that one Gunnar game.
Yeah. And like, it's something that we mentioned before, but like, we also like gave a lot of credit for Billy for being like so expressive, despite the fact that he doesn't have a mouth or eyebrows.
Right? It's so fun. He's like a Sonic character. Well, like old Sonic, not new Sonic. No one come for me, please.
Oh boy.
One of the like best, like it's one of the best characters for like this like animation. It's so impressive. It's awesome. Single-handedly
His
makes
design is
Billy
very
look
striking.
fantastic. Like his design is quite iconic. I don't know if I would put it in immaculate drip, but that's
I
less
would put it in
because-
immaculate drip. I'm sorry, I'm a Billy Glazer.
Yeah. I got.
Honestly, fair. I would probably put near the top of like fantastic or fashionable. I cannot see the list from here. That's my bad.
Very bottom of immaculate drip or top of fashionable, at least for me.
Yeah, but like his design, it's so simple. It's so effective. It tells you again everything you need to know. And like honestly,
Right?
like you look at that, you know that's your guy. That's your guy. You love Billy. He's great.
Everybody
That's
loves
my goat.
Billy. We love Billy.
I've never met anyone that hates Billy.
How could you?
How could you? He didn't do anything wrong.
He's such a sweetie.
His design, like even people that aren't in the ZZZ fandom, like people love it. Like it's very good. I just don't know if it's one of the best, like the absolute best, but for like among like ZZZ's like designs that are non-human, it's probably one of the best ones there. And this is not knocking on the non-human designs. Like they're all very solid. ZZZ's overall got quite a good design team, I would say.
Yeah.
But we'll get into that.
Alright, Anton Ego. It's okay to have
I
it in
know,
multiple
I know,
parts.
I know people don't like Anton. I know people think he's like the best. Like, general consensus is like he's kind of ugly. I don't think it's that bad, and that might be a hot take. I don't think it's that bad. Anton's he's a very normal guy. Like, his design is inoffensive at worst. It's inoffensive.
Yeah, it's cohesive at the very least.
Yeah, I think the worst grief I can give him is that his facial expressions in game are kind of off-putting. But other than that, he's nothing wrong with him.
Not
I'm
bad,
not
but
an
not
Anton
impressive.
lover. I mean, okay, I like Anton as a character. I adore Anton's character. But holy, his design like threw me off a cliff the first time I saw it. It reminds me of, you know the movie Prom Air? Is it Prom Air? I don't remember.
No.
But like he reminds me of the firefighter guy from that movie. Throw a PNG up on screen or something. I don't know. Anyway,
Post-editing me, do that. Right here.
His like, I think the thing that like tips most people away from liking his design is the hair and the very striking expressions. For me, the hair is definitely a shape, you know? It is shaped. So, you know, if he gets a better haircut, then sure.
It kind of looks
But,
like
like-
overgrown grass.
I guess.
Oh my god. I'm trying to be nice, because I really do like Anton as a character. I really like him. It's just that...
Well, we're not talking character, we're talking designs.
Well, I mean...
And if we have to talk designs, it sounds like he's kind of...
a little wonky. Just a little
I can
bit.
agree with that. I can agree with that.
Yeah.
I'll be like, alright, fine.
It's not the worst. but it's not
I do like
anywhere close to the
flames
best.
on his pants. It's not the worst, and it's definitely not the best. Okay, bear time.
Yeah, we got the bear.
Hey, the bear.
On contrary,
Okay.
I think that Ben has a pretty solid design.
I have to agree. Honestly, I know the big pillar. The I don't know what to call it. Why are there springs in it? It's like I don't know what it is. It's a big pillar. That's what it is. I think the
Some
big
construction
pillar
thing, I don't know anything about construction.
really sells it. I don't know. There's something about like okay, so obviously the Belabogians, they all have like the uniform, right? But I feel like Ben pulled it off the best, you know? He's got the gold chain, he's got like the gold decal and the black shirt, he's got like the white on white, and he's like a brown bear. So the design is solid, it's earthy, it's cohesive, and again, big pillar. Who doesn't love a big construction pillar? I don't know what it is.
I think
He's got like a
Ben
lot of
kinda-
tools.
It's like
I
a
think,
construction beam or something.
Yeah.
I think Ben kind of like fits like the color scheme of Belobog the best. Like it's very clearly like meant to be like darker colors, like a lot of blacks, browns, and even whites contrast. I think Ben kind of fits it the best. I think a lot of that is because he is a brown bear, and
I mean, yeah,
think
that is the kind of their
clothing
whole
fits
logo.
like the clothing just fits him the best. I feel like it's kind of iconic, and I think part of that's because he's the only bear in the cast.
Yeah, there was definitely something to like pre-release where like I heard a lot of like mention with like Nicole, Billy, and Ben primarily, just because of like, you know,
I mean,
how much
it's
their
a
designs would
Hoyoverse
pop.
game, and they made like a huge, big bear guy, like a literal bear.
It was revolutionary.
When was the last time you heard of something like that? Literally never.
Yeah, it was
There's maybe
awesome,
one
especially-
mainstream gacha game that has like just a bear, just literally just a bear.
Fire
done
Emblem
that.
Shadows, got him.
Okay, so we're gonna move on.
All right, so definitely somewhere in fashionable.
Definitely fashionable. I would
Yeah.
personally say, like, I think he kind of goes above Nicole, and that's only because we have consensus that he belongs there.
You know what? I will concede. I will concede on the bear being above Nicole. I will concede.
And
Alright.
this is also not hating on Nicole at all.
Sounds good.
Yeah, everybody in this tier has some solid fashion sense.
Yeah, they're all fashionable. It doesn't matter at the end of the day. Come on.
Incoming Pookie!
All right, so we got Gorin here.
Tactical Pookie incoming.
Tactical poop. I feel like
Oh.
I honestly think that all of the Victorian housekeeping designs are all at the very least solid.
I do like them. I feel a lot of these Season 1 designs are very, very strong, both individually and separately, because of how, like, linked their cohesion is. They have incredibly strong design foundations that really push the character. Like, you can look at a Zenless Zone Zero Season 1 character and go, I know what that character's about immediately. And I think that was one of its greatest pulling forces. Corin is exceptional at this, especially because she comes in your mailbox. There's Corin in your mail. Open
You got
it up.
mail.
She's been in there for 3 days.
There was no air holes. She is now dead.
Oh my god, Schrodinger's Corin.
All right, so
She's very cute. We can all agree. She's very, very cute. She does the
Corin
Frankenstein thing well.
Corin
Yeah.
is adorable. I think my only like thing is like with Victoria housekeeping. This is purely Victoria housekeeping. Is that the outfits by themselves, like the clothing is kind of same-ish, but I don't think that's necessarily the worst thing ever. It's just
Yeah.
when you like put them together, like you put. We'll talk about Rena later, but like Rena and Corin are like ultimately like quite similar. They don't have a lot much else going on.
yeah,
But I think like Corin just I think she's saved by like her facial expressions and how like expressive she can be in game. I think that's what really like sells her.
I would say the main thing with like Victorian housekeeping is that they're all similar, but they all have little details about them that really make them pop out against each other.
They're all very similar, but they are ever so slightly different in each having their own like characteristic that just separates them from each other.
Yeah.
My only problem is Corin doesn't have that as much as the others.
I do.
So actually, no. Maybe
that-
I think Rina's a little worse in that regard.
I was about to say, I do think Corin isn't the. I was gonna say Rina, but I do think that the design team did do their best with a faction that has a strict uniform code, because Corin has like the poofy maid skirt, Ellen has the shorter, more practical one, Rina has like the long, elegant one. So they did vary the skirt length and the skirt shape enough. But I think what really gives Corin the edge over Rina is the sheer amount of small things. So she's got like bolts in her hair, she's got bolts on her chest, she's got blade saws on the hemline of her skirt. And
Oh my God,
she's got
wait.
like the massive chains and the huge teddy bear on her back. It's so Frankenstein. It like you look at like even the green hair, that's a Frankenstein girly.
God.
Yes.
And it all
you
just
are correct.
It all doesn't really clash with each other. Like, I don't know very many
Right?
people
That's
that could say
amazing.
they have screws as accessories and have it not look bad.
And have it
My
not
first
look
thought
crazy.
She reminds me of Abba from Guilty Gear, and if you know Abba from Guilty Gear, that's a pretty solid design.
Yeah.
You know, I will say I did not make the Frankenstein connection, so I will give you whatever you want in this one.
So we're definitely saying somewhere between like Fashbul and Drip.
I don't know if I'd put her above Belle personally, but that's just me.
Definitely above Belle, for sure.
I do think she's above Belle. I don't know if she's above Cole though, is my thing.
I think that's fair.
Okay. So Kaku is ready.
Oh my
Kaku,
god, a
which
tactical
faction is
Pookie
she?
incoming. Part 2.
How many of
Okay.
these are there?
Well,
Not many more after this, I think.
Now she does
wow.
get bonus points for being like the only Oni at this point. So she definitely
She's
stands
also
out.
blue.
She's blue.
She's blue.
She's definitely stands out a lot compared to the rest of the cast.
Yeah, I really like the top half of her design. That's like it feels very again urban, and it
Very,
fits
very
her
urban.
like as an Oni. But I don't think she has a lot more going on other than that. I don't think it's a bad design at
I will
all.
give you that. Her legs
Just
are very
doesn't-
empty.
It just doesn't like tell me a lot more. It's one of the ones that doesn't really interest me overall that much, but doesn't mean it's bad. It does what it needs to. The novelty is good enough. That might change if more Oni come out that just are better designed than her.
Yeah. Like, she has, like, the defining feature of being an Oni. She has, like, some cohesion with her outfit. Like, you can probably say, yeah, okay, she kind of, like, belongs with the rest of the faction. But... Okay, no, I was about to say she's probably the weakest design of them, but then I remembered, someone else.
Don't
We'll
say
get...
it.
We'll get to that later. But I think that, like, Sokaku has a pretty solid design, just doesn't really excel.
I agree.
I agree with that. She's like another victim of these characters have a strict uniform that they have to abide by. There is a small detail I really do like about Sokaku's design, where you can sort of tell that her shirt is a bit too big for her. So, it kind of symbolically presents that she is the youngest. She's quite literally stepping into a role that's a little too big for her. I really, really like that about her. I wish the skirt was a little longer, but we're not gonna get into that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if we want to talk about that kind of, like, design decision, just like,
Well, we have the
It's
next character that we can talk
It's
about.
coming no matter
Lucy.
what.
Lucy from top up looks great. Lucy from top bottom, atrocious.
Oh my god.
I think like
It's...
I think what's like curious for me about Lucy is that I don't think like her official design really like gives her the most justice. I think it looks a bit better in game, especially like the little like plaid skirt.
yeah.
Honestly,
But, like,
I do want to point that out. The bottom, ZZZ consistently runs into this issue where they will design a character from like their hips up amazing, and then as soon as you get past the hips, it's like, hey, where'd the rest of their clothes go?
Yeah, she's definitely one of the biggest offenders with that. And like, come on, she's wearing
legs.
brass knuckles on the hand that she beats people with a bat. Like, come on. Like, come on.
I feel like Lucy has a very unique design with like the little like the hat with like the little point at the top of it. I don't see that very often in like serious like designs, and it manages to work, especially with her little piggies, her little Thyrans. I'm not really sure what they are. I know they're Thyrans, but like where did they come from?
God,
They're slaves.
What were they called?
Don't.
I think what Lucy really reminds me of, and I think the pointed hat is like the big thing. It reminds me of like German like aesthetic, which is kind of interesting.
You know, her name is Montefiore. I think her full name is Luciana Oxisis Theodoro de Montefiore. She's like Italian.
Yeah. It's like Italian, which very like Central European. She's very clearly like designed as like back from like the like pre-World War I like noble that moved to like the outback of Australia or something.
I
don't think that.
There is a solid foundation here with it, but like the execution is just really poor.
I like what they were trying to do, but I think she was given to the wrong designer because they just didn't do anything with it, which is really sad.
Yeah, I've seen mods that like really fix up her design, and she looks great there. But like as is,
it's a fixable design. It's not one that's like just completely cooked, but like as it is,
like
it could use some work.
Oh boy. Listen,
Speaking of which,
Sons of Caledon has some really good designs, but they did not put their best foot forward.
No, my goat! Oh, when they're slandering your goat, but it's all true.
Whack-ass hair, whack-ass pants, like, what am I looking at?
No! Leave her hair alone!
Piper is kind of a mess.
Oh my god.
Get what they were going for, because Piper, like, she's meant to be, like, a trucker, but, like, as, like, a, like, girl. Like, the opposite of a trucker.
It's very juxtaposed. Her design and concept as a character. She's supposed to be, quote unquote, a trucker granny. That is the basis of her character. She is a trucker granny. And, you know, I do have to question. I know why they made her small, because you know, old people are typically small, because when you get old you shrink. But you know, she doesn't really look the part, and I think that's part of the joke. But then the way that she dressed just kind of makes the joke fall flat. You can have characters who are like, yeah, I'm like 90 years old, and you know, have them look, you know, a little younger than they're supposed to. But then you can't also have the trucker granny dressing in like a crop top and like booty shorts with like, you know, larger pants slightly attached to the booty. What
like hooked onto the belt, like.
What is
Lordy?
Like, the problem with Piper is they can't commit to anything with her.
They can't commit, right?
Like
they have like 3 different ideas, and none of them go over, and it just doesn't work.
I want to say that they drive like specific inspiration from a certain goddess, because I remember somebody saying before that her hair is supposed to like resemble the shape of like some sort of like iconography with them or something like that, but it just doesn't look good at all.
I can't speak on it because I don't recognize it.
I do like the unique shape of Piper's hair. I always thought it was interesting that she just had like a random flower made out of her own hair just kind of sitting up there. But I mean, the colors are cohesive with the rest of the faction. Like the shape language is there. She has like the spikes and the belts and like the heavy duty gloves. But then, you know, the ideas, none of the 3 ideas that make up Piper's character commit hard enough to land as something that anchors her, and so she ends up in this weird limbo where it's like, you know what I mean?
I think that's like the best way to describe it. She's just in limbo constantly, and it doesn't work. You can't do that. You have to commit. If you're a designer,
we have
you need
our
to
first bottom tier.
Like 1 or 2 choices, and like what you want her to design to be. You stick with it, because otherwise you get Piper.
Yeah.
What a cautionary tale.
All right.
Speaking of tails,
Nekomata has a barcode for her forehead.
I'm
is
going
the
to
one-
kill you.
Okay, okay.
The one thing I don't like about Nekomata. That's the single thing that like just kind of like I just don't like that part of her. I like the rest
I do
of
have to
her.
question the
her-
barcode. I do have to question the barcode. I don't know why it's there.
It's I feel like it's something like to do with like cats having like weird marks on their heads. But it doesn't work.
Yeah.
But it doesn't.
looks
I have
ugly.
no idea what it's supposed to be.
The
But,
rest
like,
of the
okay.
design, though, isn't bad.
The rest of the
Honestly-
design is fantastic.
I am a big Nekomata believer. Like I am that person who like tries to make her work with like Dial-In and like Astra Yao and like
Bro,
Jack
I
and all that
love
stuff.
Nekomata. Like,
Straight up huffing that neccopium.
I think she's
Honestly,
great.
her gameplay is so broken. It's like her skill doesn't track. Her back attacks don't work unless you have her weapon or her E1 or something. Wait, S1, C1, double.
Well,
God,
I think
no.
like
There's too many letters.
Nekomata's a bit of a mess, but this isn't really about the gameplay.
Right,
in the end,
right.
it
This
doesn't
has
matter.
nothing to do with her absolutely dog water gameplay. I do have to say, having her be the character that we get introduced with the bionics was something that I really liked about her design. It stuck out to me that her lower half is so obscurable. She has like shin guards. Like obviously she's, you know, her full name is Neko Miyamata. She's a yokai. Wow, amazing. Twin-tailed yokai cat.
Sugoi!
But you know, her tails are mechanical, and her shin guards, the traditional Japanese shin guards, because she's embodying like the, as we say, sugoi kawaii desu. She has her shin guards are also sheaths for her blades that she uses as claws. Dude, it's sick. Her design is absolutely sick. I love like the ridiculous like white ties, again going back to the oh my god sugoi samurai desu, and she has just like Neko printed on it in big bold letters. That's really fun. Oh, the bell around her neck. I love how the top part kind of looks like how the traditional Japanese top would dress, and then like you get to the bottom part and then it hits the urban. It's good. It's a solid design. I like it a lot. I like the cat
Exactly what
feet. I like the
ZZZ
tails.
like.
Amazing.
It's what ZZZ was trying to do in season 1, and it
It
merges
works,
itself
it's
perfectly in Nekomata. I think
Yeah,
she's
she's the perfect
very
introduction
good.
to the mecha style.
Yeah, she like is a great like move from like the urban like just the urban nature of the first chapter, and then introducing like the more like sci-fi elements that come in later.
Yeah.
Yeah, good bridge
And she's
piece.
a cunning hero, so she just has a good design by default.
Yeah. Definitely not my
Only
favorite.
tan character.
It's not the best design. That little like triangle in her forehead really brings her down.
Yeah.
Which was
Yeah.
really sad because it's like right there. But I don't think I can like. I
think
cannot
we
like
put
in
her
good
in
conscience.
at least dress.
Probably above Sokaku.
Yes, 100%. I probably would put her in Fantastic because I don't think the triangle drags her down that much.
So it's just constantly looking at you. I'm sorry.
Stop. Okay, top of you can at least dress, bottom of fantastic. Belle has moved up a tier.
All right.
I don't
No,
think
not like that.
where are we? We are at Soldier 11.
Oh, Soldier 11 then. The pookie
I think
of my
Soldier
pookie.
11 is extremely inoffensive. I don't think she necessarily does anything wrong. I think
I gotta
She's-
refresh myself.
she's quite similar, like... Actually, no. She's, like, very different from Ambi, despite them being, like...
They have the same
like,
face.
structure.
There's
Yeah.
traceable outfits, but it's not like super obvious.
Yeah.
Like
I
the
think
face,
what
same weapon
binds
type.
the two of them is their like weapon type and the way that they move.
Yeah.
Their
Their
silhouettes
weapon
are
type,
similar.
their movement, and the backpack. I think, like, that backpack is what, like, kinda makes me, like, not want Ambi at the very top. But I think it works for Soldier 11 just because of, like, their respective, like, jobs. Like, Soldier 11 is a soldier. Shocker.
Whoa.
The lore.
No way.
And she's 11 years old.
No.
I don't think that's how it works.
So it's-
Soldier Zero is
I feel
just
like-
born.
I feel like there's okay. The thing about Soldier 11 is that when the game first launched and we saw her, she stuck out like a sore thumb. There was literally no context for what was going on. She was just a girl who showed up sometimes and was like, "I like eating spicy ramen and talking to this cat behind a dumpster. Don't tell anyone you saw me." She was really, really weird, right? Because, you know, there's this random military occupant showing up on 6th Street of all places, talking to cats, eating spicy noodles, and, like, telling you if you tell anybody that you saw her here, you're gonna disappear, right? And then we see the rest of Obel Squad, and it's like, oh, that makes sense. They're all yellow.
I will
feel
say,
like there's nothing wrong with her design, but there's nothing that wows me about it either.
yeah, I would
Like
say
Soldier 11, like, go ahead.
it's definitely solid. The only thing that doesn't like appeal to me is the goggles. It makes sense for like, you know, what she's doing and all
Goggles
that.
hater. Goggles hater.
I'm
Goggles
sorry,
hater.
goggles doesn't always look good. All right.
I don't think it looks bad. It definitely makes her unique. I think if you remove those, like, she's honestly like a very, very boring design. But I think if your design, like, if you have to be interesting with like just goggles, I can't put you above middle tier.
I think I do want to point out, as somebody who likes fiddling with the models in Blender, the reason why she has the goggles on like that in the first place is specifically because she has an exact copy of Andy's faceplate, and if the goggles weren't there obscuring her face, you'd be able to tell that she was an exact copy of Andy.
Well, I mean, that's not really. I can't really hold that against her.
All right. So
She
somewhere
has
around
no
here.
choice.
Nah.
I mean,
I think we put her above Sukaku, and the reason why, because, like, actually, no, we can put her, I think we should put her, like, next to Wise, and I think the reason why, because just like Wise, she's completely inoffensive, but, like, doesn't do anything wrong, but isn't really, like, unique enough to stand out.
That hurts my soul.
is it bad that I kind of want to move Wise up now? Now that I see what we're working with?
I think
Man.
I think we can talk about it as we go on.
I think Sokaku should be at the bottom of can dress herself in the morning. I don't think Soldier 11 should be the bottom.
I don't think Sukaku can dress herself in the morning. Because that's not because the design's bad. It's just because I physically don't think she can.
Damn. I didn't think vibes would come in here.
Honestly, as somebody who had a uniform with a tie, there's no way she's tying that every single day. I don't believe.
God, I hate.
Okay. Well, do you want the floor first, Vivi?
I don't really know how I feel about Grace.
Oh god.
Because, like, on one hand, her design is perfect for what she's trying to do. I think it's very good for, like, as a construction worker. I think it's perfectly fine. I don't like it in a vacuum.
Oh my god. Vivi, I knew I loved you.
I hate it here.
Yeah, baby.
Okay.
I would not put it down there.
Damn it.
I am very biased for Grace. She was my very first standard. I really like her personality. I like her design, and speaking as a person with a similar top build to her, I appreciate that she is the only character in this video game who wears a real bra. I like that she wears a real solid looking sports bra that could support your back. I like that a lot. She has a nail gun that she fires grenades out of. I think it's cool. And here we go again. I like the goggles. I'm sorry.
No, the goggles are perfectly fine.
I do like the big goggles on her head. I do think
they are really big, though. I think they're a little too big, to be honest.
I will say, with how, like, sort of standard her hair is, I do think that the goggles do kind of complement it.
They
I think the
add
goggles
like a
do a
silhouette,
similar thing with her as they do Soldier 11, where they just kind of make her, like, more recognizable.
Yeah.
That
You
is
remove the
fair. If
goggles,
you took the
that's just
goggles,
a-
I wouldn't be able to tell it's Grace, yeah.
Where'd Grace
Her
go?
design is incredibly simple. She has the same like white construction worker uniform, just that she wears it around her waist instead, and she doesn't wear the white pants. She just wears like a regular pair of like black jeans. But I think the simplicity of Grace's design gives way to, again, a lot of the finer details. This is what Hoyoverse is really good at, where they like show you a design, it's like, oh, that's fine, and then you try to draw it and you're like, ooh, I didn't, ooh, you know?
There's
She's
just
got
stuff
like,
here.
there's so much stuff all of a sudden when I'm looking at you. I think the grace comes in the simplicity.
Ha.
Put that in. Keep that in. Keep that in.
Man.
I think that's perfectly fair.
I will say that oftentimes when it comes to designs in this game, when it comes to the like tinier details, there's definitely characters that do it really well, like Corrin. Definitely
Like
some
Corrin,
characters that
Michael.
do it really poorly. We'll get to that later. And I feel like Grace is definitely in like the middle ground to where
In
it's
the middle
not,
for sure.
not too distracting and not too amazing.
I
she's
think
perfectly
she
fine.
should go like in the middle of the middle tier, maybe.
Like right around here.
Yeah.
I think that's fair
I
enough.
think that's perfectly fair.
Does Soul
I-
ever
but-
go above Grace?
Okay.
I mean, I was asking, but sure. I mean, what was your list?
I don't think.
No
I honestly
hesitation.
I don't feel like the ordering is like the biggest thing in the world. You know?
That's fair. That's fair.
All right, Kalita.
All right, who's next? Oh my God, Kalita. Okay. First thing I'm gonna mention: bear headband, bear ear headband. That immediately puts her above average.
Okie dokie.
I think like the thing like Kaleda, like there's like two like different like separate aspects. One, I think like the like hair is fantastic, very unique. The eye patch is sick as hell. And I really, really like her bottom half. Like the pants, like they're huge. They're
They
massive.
fall on the philosophy of like big pant, little top, and it works so well because her hair is
works very
huge.
well.
It's like a sandwich.
Finally, a character who isn't top heavy for once.
I think but that is also like the problem too, because I do not like just the opening around her stomach. I don't like
The
it.
fact that she's literally like she just unbuttoned. She like put on her clothes properly, then unbuttoned the top and kept it tucked into the pants, but just kind of let everything fly out anyway.
No, Mom, it's a fashion statement.
I do
I
think
do-
them covering up her arm was like a good way to make the design not look as bare with her shoulders, but I do think it is a bit odd.
Yeah.
I like
is
the
a bit
crop top though.
odd.
The
She
design is
has a lot of great things going about her with just a few things that could be like touched up here and there.
Yeah, I have like very few nitpicks. Like her overall design is very solid. It's explosive. It's like fiery. I love it. I love that she looks like a bomb. Great, because that's what she's like. That's what Kaleda's like. She's a bomb.
Demolition,
She is
baby.
she's a human bomb, and I think it fits perfectly. Like her design is perfect for it. I just think like they could add the few finishing touches to try to like patch it up a little bit more.
And then
And
it
then
would be
it would
perfect.
involve-
Yeah.
I don't think like the Grace philosophy of like simplicity, especially the top half fits with the rest of her design. That's just probably like I wouldn't say the most unique because Ben exists, but it has the most going on of Bellabog Industries.
Yeah. So I wouldn't say above Ben, but definitely somewhere in fashionable. How do you guys think?
I agree.
Okay, this is my Nicole bias speaking again. I would put her right below Nicole, but you guys are welcome to put her right below Ben.
I can.
I think they have like similar like things going on.
I think it's definitely a toss up.
I think I'm happy with either.
Yeah.
Yay, Nicole gets to
Yeah, I
stay!
think that's fair.
Third place for my oath.
So Lycon kind of gets the whole thing with like being super unique like Ben did, but he also just has a really, really solid design, like just right out the gate.
I don't think we really need to elaborate on Lycon. I think
Yeah,
we're
I
all
don't-
gonna agree
I
that
think
he
we
goes
all
into
understand.
top tier.
We all understand the mission.
Yeah, I think
I
one thing I
mean,
want to mention about Lycon,
great.
The one thing I want to mention about Lycon, I think the fact that he is a wolf tyrant makes the character. Because if this were just a regular guy, it doesn't work out.
It would not work at all.
But this is perfect for a wolf tyrant. I have no notes on
symbolism, the very on the nose symbolism with the like character who is very clearly playing off the werewolf spoof with the Victoria housekeeping being all like, you know, big like horror monsters, and then the upcoming character playing off of each other. I think it's very well done. They like chose a bit and they stuck to it so hard that they unironically made like the most cliche trope in all of fiction seem like it was written by Shakespeare himself. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and then Shakespeare
They
kind of
really
messed
stuck
up.
it with Lycon.
Yeah, I would definitely say that Victorian housekeeping has like the most cohesive and like best designs, like as a
I
faction.
think, like, if I don't want to go back to Piper, but I think they did like what they tried doing with Piper, but it worked for all of Victoria housekeeping because they chose two contrasting natures, stuck with it, and it just worked.
Yeah, they should have committed harder. They should. I feel like 3 was a bit much, but they could have like made it work if they were committed. But 2, the rule of 2 is really coming in with Victoria housekeeping.
Yeah, like for like a Venn diagram, like 3 is already like pushing it, but like for
Everyone
2,
knows Venn
it's very.
diagrams of 3 are evil.
I had a midterm today that had Venn diagrams on it, so I apologize.
Gotta flex that knowledge. Rena's okay. Rena's like for sure the weakest of the Victorian housekeeping designs, but she's definitely not bad.
It's
She
not
has
bad. But it's,
I feel like
I don't.
the design for Rena comes in more in the way that she moves and her props in battle. I feel like just standing, like if you just put her on the ground and make her stand, it's like, eh. But then like you see her move and you see like the way that her hair kind of
She flies now?
Right. Oh my god, she flies now? Rena embodies the simplicity, but like having the absolute everything done in the detail. You can especially see it in the splash art where they accentuate the fact that her dress is torn all the way up to the hip, which allows it to twist around her and follow the movement of her hair. She looks like a ghost. She moves like a ghost. And I feel like the explanation of her using electromagnetism to float is very cool, but this is design, not lore. We don't have to talk about the lore right now. I feel like Rena's simplicity. Oh my god, it's the Grace Theory again. Rena's simplicity it stands out because of how detailed all the other characters from Victoria housekeeping are, and I think that's what they were going for. But her details are in the way that she's animated. But she definitely, just side by side, looking at all the characters, has the weakest design for sure.
I think for me, Rena, like the thing that only makes her more than a generic maid for me, like just on the splash art alone, are like her little, I don't remember what they're called, but like those
They're
are
bang boos.
The bang boos, yeah. They are bang boos. Oh my god. The bang boo are the only thing that makes it stand out from like generic maid to me.
She does the little wiggly hands, like the ooh.
Yeah, but I mean, I also don't like Rena because she screwed me over like early.
Oh my god, that's not fair.
I might be a little biased.
Yeah, I would definitely say that like Rena does kind of do the race thing, but just a tad better.
I feel like she embodies the Grace Theory better than Grace does. Should we call it Rena Theory now?
Oh yeah, I guess that's a new term now. Sorry, Grace. So then
I am a little biased towards her because of her story quest, though.
Probably.
Fair. That was a good twist, but I don't think it was about her at all. But it's fine.
I think
somewhere that's part of what made it so good.
I think somewhere around here is fair.
I mean, yeah, I would say top of she can dress herself in the morning.
Sure.
All right.
Oh, here she comes.
Ellen
Here she
Jo.
comes.
All right, so I need to leave for a moment, so I'm gonna just go ahead and say, Ellen Jo's like maid outfit, I don't think it's anything special. I think where like her design comes into play are the shark aspects. I like the tail; it's really cute. I like the coloring of her hair. Like, it's like not the best design ever, but I think it does enough to be unique and memorable that it's like fashionable.
Yeah, I think you hit the.
I'll be back shortly.
All right. I think you hit the nail on the head here because like she kind of just like really takes the theme and runs with it, just like Corin does. And I feel like
that is a shark maid.
Yeah, I feel like I would probably say she does it a bit better than Corin. Because, like, the one thing that
She is a 5-star.
Yeah, fair enough. The thing that I really love about it is, like, the hair. Because, like, even her hair kind of, like, resembles the jaw of a shark. She has, like, specific scissors that's, like, shark-shaped. Like, she just takes a theme and runs with it.
Scissors. I really, really like the way that Ellen's hair is cut. Because, like, it's so blunt that each edge kind of looks like a scissor. And then at the front of her hair, because her bangs kind of come down to the middle, she looks like she has the head of a shark, especially with like the maid bonnet on top. She looks like she has the head of a shark.
Could you say she's looking sharp?
I'm gonna kill you. This is one detail that I really like about Ellen that I never see people point out. It's the fact that the bottom of her shoes are bright red, like blood in the water. I really, really like that detail. No one ever talks about it, but I really like the blood in the water shoes. I think that's really cool.
Yeah, there's just a lot that's really going for her. Not as great as Lycon, but I would definitely say above Corin, personally speaking.
Up there for sure. I honestly would put her above... Oh, shoot. Do I put her above Ben? Ben bigger? The biggest Ben?
I think she might be bigger than Ben.
She might be bigger than Ben, oh god. Is she bigger than Anby?
Ben's smaller. Anby, Angela, I don't know.
Okay, I don't know if I put her above Anby because of what Anby represents, but we did put Billy above Anby, so I think Ellen goes above Anby.
I think that's fair. Okay, so...
It's Juyuan.
This is definitely going to be one of my more negative takes. I do not care for the design at all.
Oh no! You don't like Tomato Girl?
No, I don't like Tomato Girl.
Oh, alas.
Do you mind if I explain my reasonings?
Yeah, for sure, go.
Okay, so...
We need some negativity in this video.
Yeah. Something I do appreciate the idea for is that, like, there's a bunch of, like, little parts, like, on her body that's supposed to be, like, modifications for her gun. And I do think that makes for a pretty cool, like, idea for a weapon. But at the same time, I feel like the design... This is gonna sound really stupid, but it feels so bland and yet too busy. Because, like, none of the colors really mesh together. Like, the short jacket is kind of ugly. She has this weird looking, like, cape on the back of her back. It's just like, none of the design really works for me at all.
Wow. I mean, dang, how am I gonna argue with this? Like, I get what you mean when you say that the design is, like, there's nothing going on and there's also too much going on. I feel like, okay, this is gonna sound kind of mean, but I feel like she has inherited one of the worst possible Hoyo traits in the pant shoes. I have never been a fan of the pant shoes. I just don't like them. I think they're bad.
Oh, like it's all just one piece?
Yeah, like it's all just one, like the shoes are also the pant, but how? Ooh. Explain. I don't...
Shoe cannot be pant? This makes no sense.
That's literally how I feel about it. It's unnatural. How do you dry clean?
I think the interesting thing with Juyuan is that they're very clearly trying two different things with her. One, it comes out more in like her personality. She's extremely normal. She's a very normal officer. But like you look at like the bottom part of her design, there's a lot happening. It looks like they're trying to do something a bit more interesting with her, but then like she's just very like normal.
Why are you so normal?
I don't think that's a bad thing. Like it feels like there's
they hit it like so out of the park with like the first limited 5-star, and then they kind of just hit a freaking strikeout.
I feel like, okay, is it weird to say that she's giving normal Michael Afton in a world of innards. You know what I mean? It's like she's.
Nah, you're so
There's
right.
nothing wrong with it, but it's
There's nothing wrong with it.
I do like the gun pieces all over her, and honestly, I do like her character, but that can't weigh in here, I'm afraid. I like the fact that her hair has just orange in it for some reason. I don't know why it does. It doesn't really match anything. I mean, it kind of matches her gun, but like, I mean, sure, if you want.
I think it makes her a little more. I think that by itself makes like the design.
It makes her more visually interesting.
Visually interesting, a little more unique. So like, let's say, like, look at like Chingy, for example. You combine like her hair color with GB1, it doesn't look like anything.
Yeah.
It's not really
Yeah.
special.
Yeah.
I feel
My
like the
personal
Topps
bias
designs are just fine. I feel like they're okay.
My personal
think we
bias
can-
would say this.
I don't think we can put in like little wacky because like I don't think
There's nothing
anything
wrong
I
with
can
it. Wait a
do
minute.
that's
Wacky
wrong.
is better.
Wait a minute. Put her back next to Anton for like 1 second. Wait a minute. They have the same hair thing.
Aw, hell no, it's over.
They're cousins.
No,
It's over.
They're cousins.
I was willing to hear it out, but nope. It's over.
Yeah, I don't think we can punish Anton for that and then not punish Ruben.
It just can't recover from that.
No. Oh no.
I do think Shuon's design is like fine. It's just not anything
fine.
special.
I
It's fine.
want to put it at the very, very least. It would be at the top of a little wacky, wonky. You know what I mean?
Woo.
Speaking of
Wumbus.
wonky,
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna say this right now. I think that the police station has 2 good designs. Jinyi is one of the bad ones.
It's Tingy.
so what's sad about Xingyi is that like I absolutely love her character. I love the idea. I do
love
not
Birdy.
like what the hell they did with her outfit.
I will say,
It is the outfit of all time.
she saved from Piper, from being like worse than Piper, just because of the hair. The hair is really nice.
The hair is very good. I like what they do with like her arms and lower legs. Like she is an automaton. That's like the whole point.
I like how
Jeez.
obviously Chinese she is.
Yeah.
I feel like it says a lot when the robot robot guys are like this, and then the robot girl is like, you know.
God, we have this problem all the time where, like, ZZZ is very hell-bent on making a statement about automatons, robots, and other various robotic citizens, about how, like, they're standing in society, what they represent, why they are the way that they are, like, what rights they have. But then they undercut it constantly by doing this nonsense where the girl robots look like humans and the boy robots look like Transformers, you know?
It's the Xenoblade effect, I'm afraid.
I think it's less
Chingyi's
Xenoblade
story
effect.
hurts me a lot because Chingyi actually used to look more like an automaton, like a proper, like, you know, Banyue? She used to look a little bit like him in a way, in a Banyue.
but you gotta sell her. You gotta sell her. And so they can't just make her an automaton, you know?
Do
they gotta
people
make
not
her
like
look
cool
vaguely-
robot ladies anymore?
I don't know, man.
I
But
guess
also,
not.
Chingy's not gonna get the like benefit of the women privilege because they decided to make her like tiny.
Yeah,
It's kind of confusing to me because, like, you know, she's an automaton, so she could look any which way, and she's old. She's an elderly character, and
Yeah.
it's displayed in the fact that her peers, her literal besties, are just like a group of Grammies and grandmas who show up for mahjong in the park. That's her squad right there. She is an old lady. She's been here for a while. She's been around the block. And you put this, like, and it's fine that she's small because, again, old people are small. But then you put her as a police officer, by the way. This is a police officer. I'm supposed to trust this woman with life. And you put her in a crop top and shorts? Not even
It's the
regular
same problem
shorts.
with
Like the
Piper.
kind of gym shorts that have a little triangle cut out on the side. What?
It's the same exact problem that Piper has in the outfit department. They can't really decide what they're doing with her.
yeah.
God. The
And-
grannies keep getting undercut in this game.
Well, maybe they should be granny-like.
it frustrates me because Chingy can be just a little bit better with a slight change of outfit. Like,
Yeah.
it's
It would be
so
so
easily
easy.
fixable. It's so easily fixable, and I really I like what they're what they want to kind of do with her, but they just didn't do it.
I feel
like what Chingy
somebody
could have
had an
been.
idea, and then by the time it got to somebody else, they changed too much for them to fix it.
Yeah, the design was probably already like halfway done when they were like, oh, let's maybe do something a little bit different. Like maybe oh, let's make her an automaton. They had
Wait,
to
no, hold
change
on. This won't get in the money. We have to rake in money. We put her in a crop top immediately.
We're only at 1.1. We're already down so below. We need something to bring it back.
Honestly, I'm not that crack theory might be true because I do remember after launch, ZZZ's revenue did fall quite a bit. So maybe their gambit with the cops was just why we have a bit of a mess going on.
Yeah.
Maybe.
But thankfully, I think that it starts to get better with Seth.
Oh my god. Pookie.
He isn't outstanding. He's not gonna wow anything, but he's definitely super solid.
They do not
That
skimp
is-
on the 4-star designs.
Seth for me is probably he's again extremely inoffensive. He's I don't think he doesn't really stand out to me other than his big tail, which is really cute. I like that.
Big tail,
But
big
the
shield.
rest of the
big-
design, it's very basic. I can't really complain about it. I don't really have much praise for it either.
I will
It's
say,
more cohesive than Judy ones.
it definitely fits him a lot more to be basic because he is sort of a rookie cop sort of
He's
situation.
a
yeah.
normal, normal.
He's the youngest
rookie.
member.
Yeah, and so I feel like it definitely fits him a lot more, and I also really like the design mentality for his weapon because it's one hand baton and riot shield, and then other hand gigantic claymore when you combine it. I think that's really sick.
Yeah, I do like that. I feel like its symbolism is very apparent in the fact that, a police baton and then you have a shield. It's a riot shield, a claymore, but it's also a defense for the public because, Seth is so, glassy-eyed and oh my god, I'm gonna be a police officer. I'm gonna serve and protect the citizens, just like Juyuan. But I feel like he gets it across a little better than she does, considering what her point in the story is figuring out that, oh no, the government, it's bad.
What?
But Seth doesn't really get to figure that out, so he still got that whole wow, I'm gonna make the world a better place. I love my life.
I'm gonna
Yippee."
become the world's #1 hero.
I think what Theft does differently from Jujuan is one, again, like you said, his point in the story is different from Jujuan's, and so his whole his mentality makes more sense. But that doesn't really matter for his design. I think what gets that across is that Theft's design is super basic. He's very clearly in a rookie officer uniform. It's very basic. And that works perfectly fine for him because that's exactly what they're going for. Theft is just a recruit. He's not really made an identity for himself yet. So of course he looks basic. And it works perfectly fine in this case.
Yeah. So I definitely say
Another good, well designed for what they are.
Yeah. Another one.
So
We need to know
definitely
what they do well. Too.
definitely above Wise, but I'm not sure exactly where.
I think right there is probably fine.
Yeah, I don't think he quite touches Miss Neko Miyamada quite
Fair.
yet.
Well, he
has a
does. He
lot
doesn't
way
have
to
the
go as a
barcode on
cat.
his forehead.
He does not.
Shut up with the barcode. I'm gonna scan you at the local supermarket. It's gonna be $2.
Ah, shit.
He's like a bodega cat.
All right. So now we got Jane.
We did the cat. It's time for rat.
Cheese.
Choice.
So the interesting thing with Jane is that I can't really put together a cohesive opinion because there are multiple conflicting approaches you can take with her, and all of them lead to different places.
I'm going to make this really, really easy. Jane is in fashionable tier. We have to figure out where to put her.
It's a good
She
design.
has a very clearly, this is, okay, so you know how we've been doing the whole, we have uniforms now thing? This is Zenless Zone Zero taking a bat to that idea and going, we're still an urban fantasy, dang it! They got like the ripped tights, the boots with the knives in them, they've got the unnecessary belts, they've got like the cropped jacket. It's very, very street, very urban. You know, we're going back to the basics.
Yeah.
And
it doesn't conflict.
From a pure design standpoint, I'd wear that outfit.
Yeah, and it doesn't conflict because she is supposed to be like an undercover agent rather than just like, I'm policeman, you go to jail now.
She is the undercover agent. She's the Jane Doe of the group. She's untraceable. That's why her outfit is so...
I think it's very good for like a Jane Doe, which is exactly what she's like going for. It works very well. And I think there's a reason why it's so popular just among like the fandom like as a whole. Not just because they're like
her design
freaky.
carries her genuinely.
But,
Yeah. Well, I think that's not giving her enough credit.
Yeah, I feel like, okay, so here's the thing. She's another one of those characters from season 1 where you look at the character and you're like, that is a femme fatale. I know what this character is about. That is a femme fatale. And she embodies that really, really well in the way that she moves, in the way that she talks, the fact that she's a rat. We've yet to bring up the fact that she's a Thyran, which I think gives her bonus points because humans are boring.
A rat bastard.
And I think like the tails also like really do it for her. Like if you play her in game, like the animations are really, really good.
Yeah, she has really good
animations.
animations.
Tail. That is very, very interesting. I do want to put her really high because just from, okay, as we all know, I'm the most extra person in the room. I will always dress for the occasion. I will dress for occasions that aren't even actually happening. I just wish they would. I would wear this outfit. Out of all the outfits we've seen so far, I would wear this outfit. I would be so happy in it. Like, ask any girl who's, like, in her It Girl era, you would wear this outfit, for sure. She's unfashionable.
That's for sure fair.
Nothing less.
I do only have one critique, and it doesn't really come up on official art, and more so the model. The eye shape is just the tiniest bit off for me. Like,
I think the reason for that is because she's a rat. That's kind of like my like view. Like,
and like, yeah, I get the point, but it's still like just the tiniest bit off setting for me. But still,
anything can have a purpose, but still look off. I do like her, like the unique little points in her bangs. I don't really know what it's for, but I like it a lot.
I can't really like
two little doohickeys.
So probably somewhere like right here, yeah?
Honestly, she does kind of Magna Cole.
Yeah.
I will concede.
I agree, yeah.
Alright, so who's ready for mid?
Oh no.
I want to hear you out.
No.
Listen, Caesar's design, nowhere near as bad as these two. Like, come on. That's not even, like, close.
Yeah.
But compared to the other two Sons of Caledons, it's not bad. But I definitely wouldn't say it's high up there. I feel like what they were trying to do with her, they could have, like, gone down different avenues to, like make her theming a whole lot better.
I have odd insight this time around. I have seen Caesar's beta designs, and knowing where she came from, if for those of you who don't know, Caesar's beta design was like, you know those like triangle bikinis?
Yeah.
Oh God!
She was wearing a triangle bikini, and like I think it was like a massive cape or something. And, you know, she still had the same personality, but I feel like I'm so grateful that that didn't make it in, that it's making me like the design more.
That's completely fair. But I'm also looking at, like, the first image, like, from side to side, and I feel like there's definitely aspects that they could have brought from the one on the right, and, like, keep other aspects about the current design that we have. Because, you know, not a bad design, but I do feel like they could have done more with it.
I will point out that I like that her hairpiece makes horns, like the, you know, the boar. I like the boar tusks. I really do like that it has the same, like, shape philosophy, considering she's the king. She's, you know, Big Daddy's successor. And I like that she has... I like that the Sons of Caledon have the same theming where they just have, like, big, bold letters, big, random letters, just spelling out what they do. This is, like, king right on her chest. They're right there on her solar plexus. She's got king. And the robot arm. We need to discuss the robot arm really quickly.
Robot arm.
Oh, God. The robot arm is very cool, but it is so subtle. Like you would barely notice she has the robot arm. And I don't want to dock points for it because it exists. But it's so nothing? Question mark.
The funniest thing is that looking at her render, you can't even see it because it's hidden behind her shield.
Also, her arms are really tiny for, like, you know, a woman who's, like, you know, shielding and swording and fighting and being the strongest. I know that's Lighter's job, but, like, you know, she's still a force to be reckoned with. So it does put me off that she's so not muscular.
Women have muscle definition, for God's sakes.
Yeah, like, the thing is, Caesar was reluctant to get Lighter, like, well, not Lighter specifically, but, like, someone, like, to, like, be her champion, because she's, like, really good at fighting. Like, that's kind of her whole
strong
thing.
Enough.
I don't know why
fighting? Take me!
Actually, I do know why they decided not to give her muscles, because they wanted to try to, like, make her, like, juxtapose with her, like, being, like, the king of this biker gang that's controlling these Wild West, and also try to make her, like, have this, like, more just girly side.
That's
true. I do remember that Caesar is actually quite the girly girl. She loves her shoujo manga.
That's generous. Yeah, I think that Hoyoverse are just cowards.
Yeah, but you can be very girly while also having muscles.
While also being I do think that I almost want to dock points for the fact that she's the girly girl with no muscles. Because, like, they did it with Dea, and not to bring up Disney right now, but like I feel like Encanto made it so easy to, like, point at a character who's supposed to be a girly girl so they can't be muscular and go, big corporation did it, you have no excuse now. You know what I mean? Like,
no, like, the thing is, that's kind of what they wanted to do in the first place, though, I feel like.
Yeah, and so that's what I mean by, like, if they just took, like, specific design elements from the beta, not everything, dear God, and, like, put it on here, I think that we could have had a really, really great design. But as is, I think it's kind of just, like, down the middle.
Yeah, it's middle of the road. It's not offensive. It's just like,
It's like, I like the design, but there's just so many little things that, like, could be either better or just tweaked a little bit that just make it so much better. I can't really, like, in good faith, put it at, like, the top with, like, the rest of some of these like, most incredible designs.
Yeah, so she's somewhere, like, around here.
The anti-grace theory.
Kinda? I wouldn't really say so. I think it's less like that she has a lot going on and more like there's stuff that she could, like, add or remove that would just make it a little better and more cohesive.
Yeah, so
and it's a missed opportunity to be a muscular one.
So does this look about right?
Yeah.
I think so.
Right.
First protocol, hit the gym immediately.
Bernice. Flamethrower, go burr.
It's her. It's the it girl. The girl who made ZZZ viral for, like, a month. Well, I'm like, okay. In a vacuum, you could say that Bernice's design is like, oh, well, she's just a party girl. Wrong. First and foremost, the goggles again. Her massive glasses. Yeah. I do really like the color cohesion. The red and the black really works, especially considering her personality. The latex skirt with the short shorts underneath. It's a skirt. It's a latex skirt, and it has, like, the spike belt with the cupped crop top and, like, literal fuel tank on her back. I feel like Bernice's design is one of the standout ones from Zenless Zone Zero. Like, meme aside, for how her character's been presented, in the way that she always manages to fill the screen, I feel like Bernice definitely deserves like to get up there. She has a very, very strong design.
Yeah, I would
And
definitely.
also giant letters.
I would definitely say that her and Lighter are the two that best feel like they're part of a biker gang. Because I take
Honestly,
one look at her
yeah.
and go like, yeah, she's definitely there. In fact, when I
That's
first
a crazy girl.
when I first played the game, I thought that she was actually the leader of the group and not Caesar.
I mean, it makes sense because she's such a showstopper. She and Lighter kind of carry the Sons of Caledon in terms of design philosophy. And I'm so sorry to the Caesar fans.
I think the thing with Bernice is that it is like by itself, like there's two ways you can look at it. Like at first glance, like it's not anything. At first glance, it's just like a girl in a kind of skimpy outfit, right? Like
Yeah.
doesn't really inspire much hope. But then like you put her in the context of where she is in the story, and you take a look at more of the designs, and you ask yourself, why is she dressed like this? What is the philosophy behind it? Obviously, she was meant to sell, so like, there's always like that aspect of like woman in gacha game, ooga booga. But it's more than that because like if you just wanted her to sell, you know, like you wouldn't have like the tank of nitro fuel on her gas. You wouldn't have her like be this insane like a bouncy like flamethrower girl in the story. and in
Big
the game.
letters in her hair.
And her animations would not be like so animated. It's a
Wait,
very
she's
good
one of the
design.
goofiest ones. She makes insane
She's so
faces.
goofy. She's so goofy. And
I do
like,
wanna
if
point
you
out-
look at her design, and if you be like, yeah, this is like one of the like silliest characters in the game, you can you believe it. You believe this is like this girl is like crazy.
Yeah. And she
like
has
her-
6 shades. Like, come on.
I'm gonna say something that's a little biased. I do want to point out that I think her jacket, her cropped jacket, is the nicest one out of all of the Sons of Paladin. I think she has the coolest looking jacket. I really like
The
the
jacket
I think
Wow.
that's completely
Yeah.
fair, yeah.
It's filled with grommets.
I also completely agree that the black and red design is just absolutely fantastic.
Yeah.
It's
So-
fire.
She's definitely very high up. Where
I
exactly?
would not say she's immaculate, but I think she's one of the better, like, up
Is
there.
she above
I'm-
Andy and Ellen? Is she above Andy and Ellen?
I would kind of think that she would deserve to be an
I would say
immaculate trip, honestly. I think that she just has a
I mean, she
really
did kind of
strong
put Zenless
design.
on the map.
Icon.
I will concede. I will concede. She has icon status.
Yeah, I think she definitely has one of the strongest designs, like, from definitely, like, 1.0 to 2.0.
I can hear Jaws music playing. I just saw who's next.
Oh, God. Listen. Alright, hold on.
No, 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 no.
Okay, hold on just a moment. So I know that I'm kind of in the middle of, like, a turf war here between, like, someone that really likes Yanagi's design and someone that does not.
Speak wisely.
Who do you
So,
pander
I mean,
to?
I will give the middle ground as someone that's not, like, the most on board with it, but one that also doesn't really hate it. I think Yanagi is perfect for what she's trying to do. What her role is in the story and in Section 6, it is perfect. She is, like... You look at her, she is, like, an office lady. She is the one, like, keeping things running, keeping things intact. She is a worker. It's perfectly fine. I have no, like, animosity towards it at all, aside from the quite bare lower part. But this is kind of where it starts, I feel like. But I don't
Yeah,
think
this
I
is
do
where we
think-
reach the climax.
It's
It all
all
goes
down.
downhill from here.
I do think her glasses makes her unique as well. I think like the glasses are very memorable.
I will let the hater speak first. I have respect for you, Laura.
Aw, thanks. You probably have more respect than you should, though.
Let's see how long it lasts.
It's just when I look at like every other design, I feel like I can like point at something that stands out in a good way, I want to say. With Yanagi, it's just such a plain and boring design that nothing really like stands out to me in like an interesting way. Like, the closest that it gets is, like, her arm guard, but it kind of also ironically clashes a bit, in my personal opinion.
Well, I agree.
It's just...
I never really noticed it, but I also have, like, played Yanagi once.
It's definitely the design from the, I forgot the faction name. Sector 6, that just...
Section 6.
Yeah, it's definitely my least favorite Section 6 design. It's just boring.
I feel like that's the point, though.
Okay.
I feel like that's at least part of the point.
I'm here. I am the defender. I'm here. I feel like Yanagi is, she is the Rina of Section 6. Her design is meant to be plain, specifically because she is the template, she's the default. Rina is the head maid, so she has the most simplistic design, where a lot of her personality and the details come in the animation. Yanagi is the only thing keeping Section 6 from falling apart. And so she has also, you do have to keep in mind that Yanagi was introduced first. So they lay the groundwork for what's to come. Rina was also introduced first. I don't know if that's true. I may have lied to you, but I'm right anyway.
Well, okay, looking back, no, Corrin was introduced first.
It's true. Rina was the one who jump scared us.
Yes.
White woman jump scare.
But you get what I mean. They embody the same design philosophy of this is the template for what the outfit, the uniform looks like, and this is how the other characters expand upon that template because their personalities are so much louder, right?
Yeah.
And I think, once again, as the defender, as the Yanagi defender, I think her simplicity is the point of the design, and I think that as a character, as she is, while yes, I will admit the shoulder guard is a little distracting, it does clash a little bit. I also noticed that, like, they tend to hide it. In pretty much all of her animations, they tend to hide her shoulder guard in the menus, but that's not the point. The point is, I don't think her design is bad. I think her design is basic, and I think that's the point. So I would put her in, like, at the very least, top of, she's right next to Rina. She's right next to Rina. They embody the exact same design philosophy.
Okay, I'm going to bring up a counter argument. I would definitely say that, like, Wise, Rina, and Ambi all kind of fulfill the roles of, like, being groundworks for, like, others to, like, start to excel with. And I want to say, compared to all of them, I feel like Yanagi does the least with it. Because...
I will concede on that front.
Innately, I think that Sector 6 have fine designs, but they don't Section 6 all have fine designs, but other than one of them, I would say that none of them really stands out. And so I feel like...
I do agree with that. They are kind of the most boring looking of the systems.
I think that's kind of like where Section 6 kind of like stands in, because like Section 6, all the hype around is Miyabi. We'll talk about her.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll
I think the rest of them are kind of just like government agents that are just kind of doing what needs to be done. And Yanagi is specifically, like, she's the one behind all the logistics, because the rest of Section 6 is just a complete mess.
They're disorganized.
I think
they're the worst group partners.
Yeah, what Yanagi's like design tells me is she is like a secretary. She's the one keeping things intact for like the boss Miyabi and then like the two little like gremlins in Harumasa and Shikaku.
She's the only one that's put together.
She's the only one that's put together, yeah.
Yeah. I think that's also part of the reason
why
her design is so oddly symmetrical compared to the rest of them. If you notice, her back is symmetrical, her front is symmetrical. The only aspect of her design that embodies asymmetry is her Oni guard, and I think that represents,
the shoulder
lore. The lore.
The lore.
But we can't talk about that.
Yeah, it's the lore, but like the lore doesn't really matter when it comes to the design.
It's the lore, but the lore made it the design works.
I don't see I'm so sorry, but I don't see a world where she gets anywhere above Seth.
I agree.
Fair.
I think the thing with like...
maybe below wise, actually.
I agree.
Wise?
Yeah, below wise.
I agree because like the thing with like Wise and like that area is like they're all like they like don't really do a whole lot. Yanagi like specifically doesn't do like she doesn't do a whole lot on purpose, and like, the things that she does have going for her are just like kinda they just don't really add a whole ton.
Things get very Japanese from this point onwards.
Yeah. But before that,
Well, not yet.
like,
It got lighter first.
oh
Not yet.
man, I'm sorry. I just I need to gush. It's so fucking good.
The floor is yours.
God, just like. Okay, I think I mentioned it like once, but I feel like Lighter is one of the very few characters in fiction that kind of radiate like coolness and are actually fucking cool. He's got the 6 shades, he's got the good hair that's not like super clean but not super ugly. He's got the freaking gauntlet that looks sick as hell, his jacket looks amazing. The scarf.
Spikes.
It's all super damn coherent. It all fits the theme of like a biker gang. And it's all just so beautiful. I'm sorry.
He's the muscle. He's the biker gang muscle. He's got the big gauntlet. He's got the animal print. He's got the red scarf. He's got the cool shades. He's a cool guy, and I don't think that is often done really well in fiction because a lot of the time you will find a character who is either just an aura farmer or like somebody who's trying so hard to be cool that it comes across as like arrogance.
Yes.
But
yes.
I feel like in the way that Lighter is portrayed, he is down to earth, but he knows he's the shit. He knows he's the shit, right? But he's not an asshole about it. He's genuinely goofy and he cares a lot. And he doesn't let being the cool guy affect how much he cares. And I think that's what makes him the coolest of all. My Little Pony, everybody.
I think though, like Lighter for me, like Lighter is one of those characters, like in terms of like ZZZ, he's one of the characters like of the men specifically that are extremely well put together. Like I think a lot of the male characters in ZZZ are kind of like an afterthought. Like if you look at like the like gender ratio, it's pretty clear. And then if you look at like where they are in the list of those that we've put in so far, a lot of them don't either are like unique that make them go up or don't really do much of anything.
We have
Lighter,
5.
I think
We have 5
Lighter
guys
is-
after Lighter.
Lighter is like a
5 guys.
Lighter is like beautifully simple, but like he's got just enough going on that like makes him like really cool. Like you said, the gauntlet is he's a fighter. The red scarf makes him like really unique. How freaking long it is! It just envelops his whole design. The shades, oh my gosh!
The
And, like,
shades.
He's so simple. Beyond that, beyond those few like little things that just add to make him like really cool. Beyond that, he's so simple that it doesn't look like he's trying too hard to be cool.
Exactly, he's not
easily
trying too
added
hard.
so many more details to get the point across that this guy is like a badass. But they don't do that. I really, really love how the designers showed restraint here, and it made it perfect for what they're going for.
Oh, absolutely. Incredibly said. I think Lighter might be in peak. The Sons of
I think-
Caledon are killing it. Killing it, man. They're killing it.
Well, 2 of them did.
I would say he might be like the best design of the 3 so far, or of those like in the top so far. That's because
I would
I
not
don't
say
think
no.
there's a single thing you could pause. I don't think you really could critique this.
Callie.
You could make an argument they might go
Like,
below. like,
I'm looking at I'm like scrutinizing. I'm looking at the splash. I'm looking at the pose. I love the shoes. I can't find anything that I could nitpick. It feels like he's tying with Lycon. With Billy, I can nitpick the fact that, you know, they wanted to show that he's like, you know, a robot, right? So they have him be shirtless so that you can see the fact that he's a robot. That's why he's not wearing a shirt. I understand. With Bernice, you can critique, oh, blah, 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 girl in gacha game, blah, 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 blah. But, and like Lycon, you can be like, oh, it's cliche, blah, blah, blah. But like, I can't think of anything. Like it's it's in the crumb coat, you know, the animal print, the logo at the back, the gold. Oh God, he looks so good in gold. The gold. We gotta give it to him. That's why he's the goat.
That's why he's the goat.
We have to give it to him. I fear. Oh no.
It's so good.
Here comes Pookie.
Oh God, Harumasa is like my favorite fucking character, but like,
So this is one that I don't know like anything about Harumasa.
Oh, you're gonna get hit with a hydrogen bomb, girl.
I know like the big twist of Harumasa. I'm not gonna mention it, but I don't feel like I know enough to really like take the design and put it into context yet.
Alright, so two things that I want to bring up immediately with words. Harumasa is that, one, a lot of characters who are archers in video games kind of look like they fit in, but also kind of don't. I feel like the aspects of his character with like the flowing jacket and like the bear like shirt really does feel like he's like here for archery, you know? Mm-hmm. And the other thing is that it really doesn't feel like his design is all that intricate because he doesn't really put himself together all that much. Like,
I mean, yeah, I was about to say, it's so fitting for his character to just show up and be like, okay, so I'm an archer. I can't have all these fanciful flowing sleeves in the place. I'm just gonna tie it around my waist and,
I guess I'll put on the headband tonight.
You know, it works. And I know that we're not supposed to let the lore, I know, but dude, the yellow. I think he's... I'm very surprised by this, but of the Section 6 characters, he's oddly colorful, if you know what I mean. Like, he's got the yellow, obviously, the yellow headband, the yellow gloves, the yellow tag, and like the yellow shoes. And then he on his quiver and the bow, actually in game. Not if you have his Wenjin. There's not a Wenjin effect because I don't have it. But on his weapon that's on his back all the time, it glows like bright neon blue, which contrasts a bit with the teal. And I think the blue and the yellow. Oh my God, Sans Undertale.
Oh God damn it!
I think.
No, I gotta put Megalovania in the background.
Really? I was gonna be like, why is Megalovania playing?
Fuck.
Dude, I think like the blue and the yellow really tie back to the ethereal thing. I love the random splash of color that he has because it's there for a reason and I like it.
Yeah.
Blue and yellow, and also he's Pookie.
How could I say no to Pookie? I'm biased too.
I'm very biased for Harumasa. I'm sorry. If you want my genuine objective opinion, I do think that for what he is, an archer, a very messily put together archer, he is in the middle of fashionable here. He's got the jacket around his waist and he's got the headband. Hey, that's pretty unique. Who else has a headband? Nobody.
Oh shit, you're right. Huh.
You dare put him above Nicole?
He's spooky.
Alright, fine. You can go above Nicole.
Alright. So next up we got Miyabi, and
do we even need to talk about Miyabi?
I mean, what hasn't been said about Miyabi? I mean, like, come on.
I think we all know.
It's Jane Zenless. It's her.
It's
Miss got removed from the beta test.
Miss Gatekeep Girl Boss herself.
It's just Miyabi. I don't think you need to even say anything about her, you know? Like,
she has
everything's
very solid design, especially for Section 6. I initially thought that her arm was robotic, but it's not. It's just, you know, urban punk. I like the fact that she wears it on her, like, her shoulders and it looks like she has a kimono sleeve. I like the fact that her skirt looks like a kimono skirt and she's wearing, like, I forget what it's called. It's a little Japanese lucky tie thingy. You know, she's oh, you're so Japanese.
A talisman?
I don't know if it's a talisman. It's like a tie.
I might be showing my whiteness with that one.
A talisman.
I don't know.
There isn't like her design is solid. It's a good. I like her shoes.
Very good. It's a
good
very
design.
good design.
It's just a very good design.
It's just very good.
I would. Oh my god, is she above Haramasa but below Jane? Below Haramasa?
I would.
I mean, I'm kind of like
dare to say she's above Jane personally.
I see.
Like, for me,
We have a
I'd probably
challenger.
put her in the top tier myself, but like,
Because it isn't
like really,
it isn't like, peak, but it's so damn cohesive. It's so smooth looking. It all just really comes together to make like a fantastic and iconic design.
yeah.
Oh, also her massive ears. I forgot. Byron, she gets bonus points.
Oh, okay. There we go.
Yeah, the ears are huge and they're very funny. So like,
All right, I guess this fair is fair. And then we. Oh,
It's time to get Chinese.
I'm so sorry.
all right, so Astra. So I like Astra, but let's be completely real. This is where like the nothing is going on below the waist. Really is bad. This is real. This is not good. This is
ain't
really
it,
bad.
Chief. This ain't it.
This is not it. I love the color scheme. The red jacket, white dress, very nice. Very good design. Like up there. But below that, there's nothing. There's like one band of pearls, that's it. Nothing is happening.
Yeah. And honestly, like, the color design is really nice, but I really hate how tiny her jacket is. It's like, how do you even get that on in the first place?
I don't. Hold on, let me look at her. I don't think that's a jacket.
It kind of looks like a jacket. It's like a
top, I think.
It's like a mix between, like, the bottom part of a frilly red dress and a jacket.
Okay, I just checked. It is not a jacket. It's just part of her dress.
It's so...
So what's happening here is that on the sleeves of the dress, because they're like, buttoned up like that, they have a tie at the top that have like, the record label. And then the ties have like these frilly fabric pieces. That's why it looks like a jacket, but it's just a top.
Oh,
it's just part of the dress.
I had to be educated by Callie. I'm pretty sure that just means that this is a trash design.
Oh my god.
I don't think
here's
it's
the thing.
Worst. It's the worst, though.
Here's the thing. I'm a tall girl. I'm a very tall girl. I am very leg. So designs like Yanagi and Astra that really accentuate the leg by having them be bare as a contrast, I am biased towards, I will admit. I know they're bare. I know it's nothing burger, but what if I'm on a diet? You know what I mean? Like, what if I'm on a diet?
I think that's fair, but I just feel like you would have to have something to compensate that, And I feel like there's just nothing with Astra's design besides her, like, staff that really stands out at all.
I feel like the shoes need to be a bit more extra to compensate for the nothing legs.
Yeah.
It doesn't compensate.
I don't think she's in wacky tier, not at all. I think she's at the bottom of... Actually, no, she's not below Grace, and I think she's below Soldier 11. Honestly. That's my placement for Astra.
I
think she goes below Caesar at like the highest. And the reason for that is because Caesar at least is like a pretty much complete design that just needed some more changes. Whereas Astra feels like incomplete.
Yeah, I can't see Astra going anywhere above Caesar, but above Grace and Sokaku, that doesn't feel right either. There's just nothing.
Fine.
I'm sorry.
Fine.
We
You can hold.
We need more wackies.
You hate me!
The thing with Astra that's interesting is she's not really doing anything necessarily wrong. It's just she's missing stuff.
She's not doing anything wrong. She's just not doing anything right.
She's not doing anything wrong. It's just she's just not doing enough right. There's a lot that you can like add to the design and make it much better.
Yeah. On the bright side, her wife looks better.
Wow. Okay.
What?
Evelyn Chevalier.
Not by too much. I'm not the biggest fan of it, and it's half of it is kind of because of gameplay reasons. As soon as you use her burst, she immediately gets rid of the jacket, and then her design just looks a lot more bare.
You can't use that here. We're looking at the split shot, fool!
It's character design, and if I see it's more than 50% of my gameplay, then that counts.
You know what? Fair enough. I can't argue with that.
Yeah, I think
But like,
Evelyn
she's
with the
so
jacket
cool
is-
though.
Yeah, she's pretty cool.
I like
It's-
that the inner part of the jacket is bright red to match Astra's red. It makes her look so imposing because it has like the shoulder pads in it. So when she wears it over her shoulders, she just looks like, especially when you're like, because the camera follows behind the character, she looks like she's going to like put someone on the ground. You know what I mean?
Evelyn with jacket,
Also,
definitely somewhere
the
up here.
tactical belts everywhere. I want to
But
put her. Like,
Evelyn
okay,
without
I'm being
jacket is
100%
like-
biased.
Yeah, but she has the jacket and the splash art, so...
Yeah, but she has the jacket mostly when you're playing the game. Without the jacket,
Okay, here's the, like, I think the jacket counts as part of the design, but I think we need to, like, combine together, like, jacket, like, Evelyn with jacket, Evelyn without jacket. If you want to get, like, a
Evelyn
perfect,
with
So
like,
then it
jacket
would-
to me is immaculate. Evelyn without jacket to me is a little wacky, so I think she belongs in either fashionable or dress yourself, and I think like low fashionable tier.
I agree.
Probably above Belle. Belle's the gatekeeper.
Yeah.
I'm like kind of biased because she's really, really beautiful. I love her eyes. I love her voice. Her hair is so pretty.
Again, if
The design,
if she
like,
just kept the
quite good.
jacket 100% of the time, way up here. But
She would maybe get to kiss Bernice, but unfortunately.
sorry,
Yeah,
you're just gonna have to
Astra's
go
right
with
there.
Astra.
Uh-oh.
Okay, so
It's Pookie again.
Sambi's kind of funny because, unironically, I think that her A rank design is better.
Oh my god. Can I be for real as like the #1 Ambi Glazer?
Go right
this
ahead.
is the biggest downgrade in all history. Oh my god, I've never seen a design flop so hard in my life. Her 4-star design mogs her 5-star design so hard that sometimes I have 5-star Anvi and I will choose to play 4-star Anvi DPS because I hate her outfit that much. It's bad.
It's not the worst thing in the world, and there are aspects that I like. I do like the scarf. The twin scarf does kind of look nice, and I
The
do.
orange scarf is really nice. I like the orange.
And I
think it fits.
As someone who is like a gigantic glazer for Final Fantasy IX, the dual swords that kind of combine into one kind of just like hits all of the right spots for me.
Final Fantasy IX, where did you come from? How did you get in here?
No, like, it's not bad, but it's so disappointing.
I
doesn't-
think in a vacuum, it's a fine design, but the fact that it's coming off of A-rank Envy's design makes me dislike it, is the problem. I think
It's like-
that's where I'm hitting.
And I think
those keep up.
that's only fair to bring up if like we're also taking into like perspective Evelyn's jacket.
I mean, and like Soldier Zero Andy, it's just Andy in like, a different outfit.
It's Anby in a worse outfit.
It is
Yeah.
just worse.
I think
Like,
I think because it
I think-
is such a big downgrade, it would kind of have to go in like Little Wacky somewhere, right?
I agree.
I am perfectly fine with it hitting wacky tier. I genuinely do not think that this design deserves Anby.
Put her above Anton, I think.
Above Anton.
Yeah,
Alright.
yeah. I'm sorry, girl.
And like the thing is, like the design, like in a vacuum, it's fine, but it's just
But it's
I
not
don't
Anby.
know. It doesn't feel like it fits.
That ain't my
It
Especially
is
with,
not
the
Anby.
that ain't my
thematic
cookie.
reason.
That's
for
not my baby!
All right, Pulchra.
Oh my gosh, it's the girl who managed to gaslight girl boss and manslay her way out of being an NPC. Everybody's favorite cat girl.
Yeah, honestly, like, it's kind of got the same thing going with, like, Ben and Lycon, in which, like, because they're furry, it's, like, such a massively, like, different design philosophy. And, like...
They get to be crazy with it.
Yeah, I think that they do a really good job with Pulchra. Definitely, ironically, the highlight from 1.6.
God. Put her up there. I think she deserves to be up there. What do you think, Birdy?
Where are we putting her in? Like, fashionable?
I want to say fashionable.
I think that's fair.
Yeah.
She is like it fits perfect for like her role, like as like an outlander. She is part of a gang. This is like if you put like a cat star in a gang, especially out in the outer wilds, this is what you get.
Yeah, it's just picture perfect.
She looks good.
Yeah.
I also really like the red accents. They make like her like yellow makes the red pop so much, especially standing next to Bernie's. Oh, chef's kiss.
Yeah. So would we say above Ben?
Honestly, okay, hold on. Let me think. Yes.
Battle of the Furries.
Well, actually, well, I'll come back to it eventually.
Okay.
Maybe below Ben, but above Jay.
I'm okay with
I feel
that.
like Ben's design being so solid is giving it a little bit of an edge over Polka.
Okay. I think that's fair.
Ben is mogging more of the cast than I thought he would. That's my man. That's my guy.
That's why he's
my
bigger.
Ben. That's why he's bigger.
Yeah, I feel like it's a little high.
Trigger.
Oh, Twiggle. Okay, hold on. I actually have not seen much of Trigger. Let me take a quick refresh look. I need to pull her up on screen.
Let
me look at her and
it's not slay, but it's not gross.
I think the thing that like defines Trigger is like the little like extras that are in her like animation, especially like within her character story. That just makes her even more unique than like what her design gives her by itself.
I will have to ask, since I didn't see her in the story, is there a reason that her eyes are completely covered and that she's a sniper?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, there is a reason. For Trigger, I do have to say, I was worried initially when I saw Soldier 11 because I thought that they would have to be constrained with the color scheme that they gave her. But I feel Trigger works with it really well. It like the contrast with her hair and those like red orange triangles, as well as if you look at her bodysuit, everywhere where there is dark, like that dark green, you can see camo print, very subtle camo print, and it's an aspect that I actually really, really like about it because she's always like in the weirdest possible space. Like she's like posed up on the ground, she's in a tree somewhere, she's behind a building. Like, dude,
she's behind your ear.
Never see her coming. Don't. No, Joker. Persona 5.
Like, so the thing with like Trigger is she's a blind sniper. There is a lore reason,
which is a very cool concept.
Yeah, there's a lore reason why she can be, and it works pretty well. And I think the design overall is quite good at like portraying that.
I do also like how, when it came to like Soldier 11, the orange was a lot more defined. Meanwhile, with Trigger, it's the black is a lot more defined. Like it definitely provides a really good contrast with like who she's closest to.
Yeah, I think like bouncing her off of Soldier 11 is like a great use of Soldier 11, ironically enough.
Yeah.
And I feel like having like that in retrospect does make Soldier 11's design a little bit better. But I don't really want to raise her for that, you know?
Yeah. I think it's solid.
I think Trigger is solid. I think she's quite fashionable. Maybe not like the best because like there are some like issues, like that little like mid section just is unnecessary. But everything else is pretty cool, and I do like what they did with her animations, like adding like those little like changes of color like by her eyes. That was a nice touch.
Yeah, especially I especially like it because she's such like a genuine sweet character. So
Yeah.
it's nice to be able like to know that she can still emote in those ways.
So,
I think we need to change the name of At Least Dress Yourself in the Morning tier. It's becoming more like Solid Design tier.
well, but
Yeah.
but dressing yourself in the morning is funnier.
That's
You
true.
embody your faction tier.
That's one way to do it.
You are 5 years old.
I'm petty,
God.
goddammit.
It's my goat. It's my goat of all time coming up right here.
All right.
We got
Guess
Vivian.
who's ready for my opinion?
Oh my god, no.
Vivian
no,
has a
please.
really damn great design. It is incredible. Yeah, it's incredibly striking. It's incredibly good looking. Purple is like
The
just
best
peak.
color.
Yeah. And like all of it just really comes together, I would say.
Yeah, it's very.
I'm
it's
so
very,
glad
it's
you didn't
very,
say something terrible.
It's a very cute design. I think it like overall very solid. I think perfect for Vivian especially.
In
There
my
is one-
humblest of opinions. Oh, go first.
There's one small blemish though that it needs to be addressed.
Mhm.
What is that side window? What? What? What's the
Oh
point?
my god.
It's so bad.
Her
That's the
top.
one problem with it. Why is it there?
I don't know why
Other
they
than that,
couldn't
it's
just let her
very, very
have
nice.
like a regular Victorian top.
You
But
couldn't
here's-
just give her something
I-
normal.
I adore Vivian's design. I am the world's biggest fan of purple. I am the purple girl. Okay.
I love purple
Can
as
I-
well.
Her hair is gorgeous. I'm very, very biased, I know, because this is the way that Vivian like looks. This is the sort of thing that I wear on a daily basis. I wear these white ruffly tops and I like to wear corsets a lot. So when I saw Vivian for the first time, I was like, oh, that's for me. They made this character specifically for me and no one else. A purple, Victorian, white-topped, black corseted, petticoat-wearing, stocking-having banshee with pointed ears and fangs. They made her for me. She is elegant. She's beautiful. I love her eyes. I love her dress. There is literally the only thing wrong with Vivian is that they just, I don't know, she got cleaved in the back or something. I don't know what happened.
I don't know what happened there.
She got clipped by the roaring night when she was leaving the hollow. That's the only thing
God.
that's wrong. So I would
That
say she goes at the very top of fashionable tier. She's not either at the bottom of Immaculate Drip, which is my bias speaking, or at the very top of fashionable, which is trying to convince you guys to put her in like Immaculate Drip tier. She's genuinely one of
I
the prettiest
think-
characters.
I think bottom of Immaculate Drip is perfect.
As
It is
somebody-
Oh
it's
my
a
God.
very good design with like one
Yes!
small problem.
As someone with absolutely zero bias, yeah, just immaculate drip. Alright.
I'm so happy.
Then we got Mr. Vampire Man, I think.
Oh my god, it's Hugo Vlad, the character that I... Oh, okay, it's my time to shine. It's me, guys, the big free-to-play C6 Hugo Vlad.
It was your time to shine with Vivian!
No, this whole faction is purple. You fool. Okay. Hugo has been through a lot. Can I? Not like lore-wise. Well, yes, lore-wise, but we're not here to talk about that. Design-wise, Hugo has been through a lot. His reveal, I don't know if you guys know this, but Hugo's reveal had him as a twink, a little annoying twink guy who wore brown. His main color was brown for the longest time, brown and gold. And then when he was revealed, he pulled up in purple and everyone was like, huh? And also he had a unique face model, which made everybody go, huh? So, like, Hugo's entire developmental cycle had his face changed. They, like, inflated the size of his butt for some reason. They took his scarf away. Like, they did surgery on him seconds before they let him out. It was crazy. So I feel like I'm very qualified as somebody who was obsessed with him enough to know these horrible, horrible things. They had that man in the lab days before he was supposed to get out here. I think for a Hoyoverse man, Hugo Vlad has a rather basic design. He wears a pinstripe shirt with a tie, a jacket off one sleeve. Where have I seen that before? He's got those child gloves. You know, the hey girly guy. That guy. He's got those gloves. And he's wearing pants. High-waisted pants. He looks like a rather fruity man.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't think there's much they could, like, he's meant to be a Phantom Thief. Do I look at him and see Phantom Thief? No. Do I look at him and see Gentleman? Yes. That's what he's presenting as. I get why they didn't go, like, Joker Persona 5, even though he's voiced by Joker Persona 5. But, like, he does have a pretty basic design. See? You guys thought I was gonna glaze him to high heavens. No, I'm being realistic. He has a really basic design. He's, like, a lot of the more unique aspects of Hugo were taken out long before his, like, they got axed because people didn't like how unique he looked. So, yeah, his final design is pretty basic, but I think it's so clean that I just don't have any complaints.
Yeah.
I would say, as the person who is obsessed with him, put him at the bottom of fashionable.
Bottom of
You guys
fashionable?
can go ahead. You guys can go right ahead. Say everything you need to say. I've given my piece, I'm ready to die.
Vivi, what do you think?
I feel like he is a great compliment for Vivian, and I think that's, if I'm understanding right, I feel like that's why he was redesigned. Because you got Vivian right there, she's like all elegantly dressed up as like a Victorian, like gothic princess, and then you have Hugo, who's just like a gentleman in like the same color scheme. It's simple, but I think it works. But I don't think it really like fully fits Hugo as a character. But I think it's fine with like a design by itself. Especially because like it does feel like he's kind of built around like Vivian's colors because they're both in Mockingbird, and it's like fine. I don't really have the most opinions on Hugo. He's like one of those characters that I'm just like, he's a little later than I am in the story, so I don't really have much to say on him, but like, he feels fine to me.
They didn't let him keep his hat.
Yeah, that would have been nice, wouldn't it?
I would definitely say a little above the bottom of fashionable, but not super high. I think he looked pretty damn nice, but is he great? I don't know, maybe.
Maybe he's great. He might be great. We don't know yet. We have to get to season 2.
Personally say maybe
right.
somewhere around here.
We're at the end of season 1. Are you guys excited?
As Callie said, I think maybe like below Evelyn or something.
Below Evelyn? I don't think that's fair.
Like
Alright,
he's pretty good, but nothing amazing.
From this point forward, Callie, I'm gonna need you to introduce the characters because I do not know these guys' names.
Oh boy, okay. I can already hear what? You're doing
it's big fun.
You haven't even played that far? What, are you crazy?
He's making his own list without even playing the fucking game.
Alright, first up we've got Panyan Hu. He is the resident chef at the Youngquay Summit. He's he's a bear, which, I didn't think we would get another one of. He's a panda. That's a panda.
Oh.
I'm sorry. He is
very Chinese.
He is very Chinese. We get incredibly Chinese from here on out. I need you guys to lock in. It is very Chinese in here.
Alrighty.
Panyan Hu is, he's a chef. He's a panda. He's a big fat panda. He likes to eat. He likes to cook. He likes kung fu. I feel like hold on, wait a minute. Where did all these lawyers come from? Wait a minute. Whoa. And as you can see, he is yellow. Now I bet you're wondering, what? I thought Obel Squad was yellow. Well, now there's another one. And there was. Yes, he is also yellow. The Youngquay Summit is yellow. They did run out of
Fuck.
damn it! We didn't use green yet. Have they used green? Wait, have they used green? I don't think they've used green yet. What?
Unless you count like the vague green in Section 6, then I don't think it counts.
They're like teal. They're not green. Sons of Caledon is orange. Cunning Hares the Cunning Hares are unique because they all have like different colors despite being the same faction. Yeah, no, they just haven't used green. Only Ambi.
They kind of like a little like street gang. Of course, there's a little bit incohesion. So it's a loose
man.
Anyways, back to Pan.
Back to Pan Yin Hu. If you take a look at him, he embodies we're like tickling. We're like just barely suckling the teeth of copyright infringement with this one. It is very close. Like, if you, I feel like even giving him a name that starts with P was like, kind of peering out the window at Disney going, like, I don't know. This is very egregious, but I mean, it's Poe. What do you want from me?
He's like unique enough to where they can get away with it.
Yeah. I don't know anything about his character, but I feel like taking one look at the guy, you know exactly what his vibe is.
Yeah. Like,
he's Poe.
There's not really a lot going on.
His personality is actually quite different from Poe's. He's like a cheap Asian dad. Like, that's his personality. He's a cheap Asian dad. And I think that's very funny. But his, like, considering, I mean, I don't have any problems with his design. I mean, it is panda. He's got the Yunque Summit yellow. He's got like the swirly, swoopy, chillin' looking stuff. And he's got like, the yin yang and the pants. The pants. He's not wearing pants. He's not wearing shoes. Did they make shoes for their parents?
It could be my bias for like one point, that. But like, I feel like he's probably the weakest of the furry Thyrans.
He does not like
You're right,
embody like the same vibe as Ben, but he's not bad at all.
He's not bad, it's just, that's a panda. You're a panda.
It's a panda. It doesn't really do a whole lot more than just like, the stereotypical, what are pandas typically portrayed as. It doesn't really, I feel like it doesn't really
They're big, they're round and slow and fat, and they like to eat, so he's a chef. And
Sweet.
he does kung fu.
Probably somewhere around here.
I mean, Pan Yin Hu. He does have a skin, but I don't know if we're ranking those.
No, we're not counting skins.
Then Vivian would go in the tank.
We're counting skins. Ooh.
Then Vivian would hit rock bottom so quick.
Completely destroys any good that she had with her base design.
Yeah.
Jane, unfortunately, would also lose her wings and crash directly into bad tier. I think Pan is just, that's a panda. There's nothing in it that I'm particularly attached to. It is pleasing to look at, despite how yellow it is. I don't dislike yellow, it's just, a lot of yellow. He's a big guy, it's a lot of yellow.
I think where he is right now is fine. Like,
middle of the road, that's a guy.
Yeah.
That's a panda.
Okay.
That's a panda, you're a panda.
So, who's Ambi's mother here?
Oh my god, if you say that one more time.
Take my flow, buy my bar!
Alright, this is Yiswen Shifu. She is the Shifu, not Shifu, as Kung Fu Panda would have you believe. Her design is quite divisive, honestly, and to this day, I still kind of don't...
I'm not wowed.
Yiswen, she has the same problem, but turned up to... Okay, you know how we were like, oh, they look so good from, like, the waist up, and then you go to the bottom and it's a bleh. It's like that, but if they combined both being bare-legged nothing and also being horrible. So you look at Yiswen from the waist up and you're like, whoa, epic Shifu! And then you go down and you're like, whoa, no. Okay, I really like her shoes. I really like her thigh-high stocking thing. I don't know what this is. I like the unnecessary belts with like the coin, the yen coin. Yen? Whatever. Not. But then the problem comes where you were like, she has like the flowing yellow sleeves, and you know it's traditional. She has like the hanging bits. It's so Chinese, and then you get hit in the face with the fact that you're playing a Hoyoverse game and she's wearing a leather bodysuit. What happened? Why?
Does she?
Yeah, like,
No.
the problem with like being like bare from the like legs down is it starts earlier this time.
It starts earlier,
Yeah.
right? Like
Earlier.
you got it so right there. It
How did
starts
we-
earlier for some reason.
Also,
How did you invent more leg to be bare? I don't understand.
I got a question. Does she read a lot during her story or something? Or is she like a big
read?
book nerd?
She's kind of a bum.
Okay.
That sounds
Then I
sounds mean, but like she is characterized by like, how can I the cherry blossom trees are blowing in such a way that it is clear that you can handle this on your own, my disciples, and then she like fucks off.
Okay. Yeah, it's
You'd have done it, dude.
it's not good. I played a little bit of her with like some of the events, and I do like some of her body language in like the like with her animations. Like especially
she has
her dash.
wicked animations. I love her dash. I love her like weird inky nonsense. But like, you know, if you just like got rid of the leather body, like right where the belt is, if you got rid of the leather bodysuit and gave her something, you know, good. Sorry, that's unproductive. I'm sorry.
No. Speak your truth.
if you like gave her clothes that didn't suck, it would be really cool. I like her design, but not anything below the first 40% of her body.
I think 40% is generous.
It's a great start, but I think it just doesn't do enough. I
You know,
also
like when
do
you're
really
downloading
like her bird.
a game
That
and it
bird is
lags
really
in the middle, the download. It's like that for me. The bird makes it a lot better. I like the bird.
cool.
I forgot the bird's name. I'm so sorry.
I don't know. I haven't gone that far. But
So-
also, her skin is like a billion times better.
Her
It's-
skin is so gorgeous. I don't know why they can cook so well and then they just don't for some reason.
So then she's definitely wacky.
Yeah,
I top a wacky maybe. I think is she better than Astra? No, I like Astra's better than hers. I'm sorry.
I think that's completely fair.
I don't like the random thigh cutouts in the latex material. Where is your underwear? I
No.
hate it when they do this.
it's not good.
Oh my god,
next.
baby!
Oh my god, it's El Tigre. I mean La Tigra. Sorry, I misgendered her. She's a baby. Right. Her name is Jufufu. She is a tiger thyron, as you can very clearly see, and she's got a huge tail. Like wow, she's got like a very cute bow on it and everything. I actually quite like Jufufu as a character. I feel that a lot of her potential in her story was like it's very interesting, but then it feels almost as if they were afraid of her overshadowing anyone else in the faction. So they kind of like left her hanging a little, I feel. But that's besides the point. She embodies the same like the shorts, but it works because she's small. So yeah, she wears shorts. She's small. That shorts are small. Small people wear small clothing. Shorts are small. It makes sense. I really love the tiger print on her hair. It's so cool. I love the tiger print on her hair. It just screams scene. I love it so bad. It's so great.
Are those
Absolute
brass
little thingy.
knuckles with paws?
Oh yeah, she has these little extended thingies on the back of her wrist. So when she fights with gigantic metal claws. She's literally doing the Wolverine. It's very
hell
cool.
yeah. Yeah, I quite like it.
She is the senior, so she's not the oldest, but she is the most senior, so she joined first. And she's very dedicated to her training. She's very kind. She's very nice. There's nothing wrong with Jufufu. I like Jufufu quite a bit.
So then probably somewhere in fashionable, right?
Quite good.
Yeah.
Ironically, like it's one of the better like Yukoi Summit Designs, and I think it's like purely because like,
that's true.
They're not like between like trying too hard in one particular location and then not trying hard enough somewhere else. Like where they're not trying hard enough is of course like the legs, but it's like justifiable. So like
I do like that she's wearing like crew socks and shoes. It kind of, you know, gives way more to that like, oh yeah, she's young. She's literally wearing like school shoes.
yeah,
I do like that aspect of her design.
Yeah, I don't like where they went with her, with being like the senior that's like tiny, but
Ugh,
like,
yeah.
the design by itself, it's pretty good. I just don't like where they went with it.
So
the question is,
that
does
trope
that
needs
knock
to
it
die.
down?
So probably somewhere around here, yeah?
Yeah, I think she's like right above Coleta. That's a good place to put her. I also
Yeah.
like the crop jacket. I think the crop jacket really works for this, and it doesn't
It is really-
overwhelm
I like
you
it,
with
yeah.
yellow because her hair is yellow. Who's next? Oh my
Alright,
god!
so
Brace yourselves. Peak
Out of-
incoming.
out of every single character that I saw from like 2.0 onwards, this was definitely the one that like stood out the most.
This, my friend, is Ukinami Yuzuha, and she is one of the most, if not the best designed character from Season 2. Hands down, easy peasy lemon squeezy.
I don't think it's
I
close.
adore her design to bits. I think she outmogs literally everybody. She has such a unique silhouette with the oh my god, somebody called it a Yukari sweater. I think it was you actually.
Yep.
I mean, it's not the worst comparison.
The thing that I really like about Yuza's design is that you can tell she's a college kid. You can see that she's wearing the uniform top, like underneath the sweater. And, like she has the shoes. Dude, look at her shoes. The kind of shoes I've ever seen.
Style.
Holy moly! She's got it on. She has got it on. She's like if you took Nicole and was like, okay, we need to get her ready for Paris Fashion Week now. Dude, she is the embodiment of like 2020 style for like, you know, like I don't know if you guys like remember, but back in 2020, oh my god, I sound so old.
Back in my day.
Back in 2020, the platform chunky shoes were everywhere, especially with like the striped socks. Oh my gosh, she's doing it like nobody else. I want to put her really up there in immaculate drip. Her hair, like the cherry red hair with the raccoon on the back. She's got it on. She's got it on for
It's-
sure. Immaculate drip.
It's
Also,
also
probably like for me, I think it's one of the most like instantly recognizable like characters because she's just unique, and I think it fits like her being just like a college student that happens to be like pretty fashionable. She's like clearly casually dressed too, which is like the most interesting part. It's like she's able to like look good while also like being comfortable.
yeah. It's just peak design. It's so cohesive, so freaking.
It's very cohesive, especially with like her character like being like, you know, she's quite laid back and casual.
Yeah, and it's fashionable.
And
You guys said it so many times, but it's fashionable. Like goddamn.
it's fashionable and casual. Like, what more do you want?
I would dare say upper half of immaculate drip.
I'm inclined to agree.
Better or worse than Lycan?
I think maybe like below Lycon, just because Lycon is so unique and what they did with him is just so good.
I think that's completely fair.
The one thing I'll like ding Yuzuha for is I don't understand the mismatched stock length. Like I don't know.
Asymmetry, it's so funny.
It's just to make Alice mad. Speaking of which,
Yep. Alright, Alice is next.
Here she comes, the rage baited. Behold.
I will give Alice this.
Alice
She is very
Timesfield.
symmetrical.
Oh, okay. On first look, I'm not seeing a whole lot. But it's not bad.
Alice's design is very basic intentionally. Again, we have another one of those characters who's like, this is what the faction is supposed to look like.
Yeah, Alice is a college student who's a fencer, and she's dressed for exactly that. Like,
I would
nothing too special.
She is of noble blood. She has a very influential family. That's why her last name sounds so pretentious. She is the college rich girl. So, you know, she dresses simply, she dresses sharply, and she dresses symmetrically. She is that girl.
Yeah.
Is she, like, I feel like her design, being basic, works a lot better than the previous iterations, like in Rina and Yanagi.
100%.
Specifically because of how many doodads and knickknacks she's got all over her body.
Yeah, and also because it fits her personality more, I feel like. Like, the Spook Shack is also not a faction that, like, needs, like, a baseline. I feel like...
Yeah, no, they're just a bunch of, they're kids on an internet forum who are like, have, like, a Discord friend group.
It's like, I would dare say that Alice is kind of, like... If anything, she's, like, that, like, prim and proper person that everyone else bounces off of. And her being,
Yes,
like,
she is
simple,
lovely.
but also, like, unique. You don't see another character that looks quite like her, especially because they explicitly wanted to make her like symmetrical.
Symmetrical, when Hoyoverse's staple is asymmetry.
Yeah.
It stands out a lot.
I
I don't know if you can see on her back there, but in that little blue loop on her back, it's actually a little like, you know, what are 3D printers? That little doodad on her back is a tiny 3D printer that makes infinite fencing swords because she drops them all over the place.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Like,
yeah.
to Aura Farm, in all of her animations, she'll just, like, drop the fencing sword and strike a pose. I'm like, okay, girl.
But yeah, I would definitely say of the, like, generic trendsetters, she definitely looks like, if not one of the best out of all of them.
They refined the formula.
Yeah, they finally did it.
Should we put her at the top of You Can Dress Well or at the bottom of Fashionable?
I'd say bottom of fashionable.
I would say...
I think we have to give a little bit. Also, we have to give a little bit of like grace to the season 2 characters, just because.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot. We're in season 2 now. Everything's not great.
We're in season 2. Everything's about to go to the water.
Hoyo has been stumbling at like their second nation ever since Starro, so this is not a surprise.
Yeah, I'd say that Alice is above Belle.
Oh, I just saw who's next. Oh, if you laugh. Ooh.
Ooh. Yeah, this is just no. I don't even want to talk about Seed.
I don't. Okay, Seed's story is phenomenal, but we're not here for the lore. For once, I'm not upset about this. Seed. Not good.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's
I was gearing up to be like, okay, so in this climate, you know, her design consists of, you know, these elements, which I do not necessarily think are particularly visually interesting, nor do I find them to be. And then I just like remembered, like I just got flashbanged with like her full like thing, and I was like, no.
Wait a second. I think we can all just look at it and see what the problem is.
Yeah, there's just too many. There's too many problems. It's fundamentally flawed.
If I can, okay, just really quickly, I'm gonna like crop her design from the bottom, and I'm gonna talk about it really quick.
Okay.
She has this like sort of spacesuit white on white, which is, you know, fine, but then she's just wearing like a top piece that's literally just see-through plastic and a bra, which is really weird to me. And then like her dress splits down the side, her stockings also split down the sides. I don't understand. Like, I know she's in a robot all the time, and it's supposed to be like, I feel like if they just, okay, here's the problem. I feel like what they were trying to do is like do like a Hoyoverse styled like Eva suit, but they did not commit hard enough to the Eva suit, so now it just looks like you took an astronaut, vacuum sealed her to like ship her across the continent, and then when you were cutting the box to get her out, you just kind of slashed way too hard. Now like the side seams of her whole outfit are just shredded.
Damn.
It looks like an astronaut in like an airplane accident. And it's not great.
It's the definition of a fashion disaster.
You want to know what
it really is
reminds me
the
of?
definition of a fashion disaster. Go ahead, go right ahead.
It kind of reminds me of Shenhe if they went down every single wrong avenue.
Yeah, that's a great point. It's
Oh my
Shenhe,
God.
but bad.
Oh, what if Shenhe was awful?
I think another thing that helps is like Shenhe is like clearly a grown woman, so you get away with it.
Yeah.
Seed is not.
I think the only thing I like about Seed's design is her blue hair and blue eyes, and that's literally it. Everything else is like the body is fine. The clothes are, say it with me now, folks, a fashion disaster.
Yeah.
That is
Okay.
not it.
We can be free. We can finally be free.
Let's talk
Let's
about
talk about
Orphe.
Orpheus.
Honestly, just looking at it, I think that this is a really good design.
Persona. Wait, no. I actually really like Orpheus's design. When I first saw it in the trailer, I was like, oh my god, who's that? She looks so cool. And then I met her in the story and she was like Corin, but like older, and I was like, aw, baby. And then her tail was the cool one. I was like, okay, cool. But like,
I think
there is something
Negative
really
is
cool about her mechanical ram horns. I really like that aspect of her. The only thing that I would knock on is how short her skirt is, considering she's like a military official girl. The amount of times that I've stopped short with Orphe and she accidentally like, whoop, girl, she put some shorts on. You know, her short skirt is a bit of like a whoop. But other than that, this design is very solid. I like it a lot. It follows the same design principles as Triggers, but you can still tell that she's following the groundwork that Soldier 11 laid. I really, really like Orphe's design. Also, red hair.
It's like, the way that I see it is that it might just be because I'm looking at the render and I haven't like seen her in game at all. But like the short skirt doesn't look like as egregious as like many others of the archetype.
I think like for me, like for Orphe, I think what she comes across as is like Orphe herself is like she feels very casual, which seems a little awkward for like a military like faction. But then you have Magus that just looks freaking awesome, and it reminds me a lot of Wopo in a way.
Yeah, you're right.
Like invoke Wopo from Starro, like, and then make her an adult, and you get Orphe and Magus.
Yeah, honestly.
And Wopo is great, so like.
Yeah, the military and like casual feels like it would clash a lot more, but it kind of just fits.
It kind of works, yeah. Like the hoodie, like it feels both casual and military. Like she's like dressed to be like comfortable while working too.
Yeah,
she just hasn't come into her own yet, and I think that's really represented well in her design.
Yeah, I don't know like how it works, but it just does. It's pretty good.
I don't know what ingredients they use, but this tastes really good.
Yeah. So where would you guys say?
I feel like she goes above. For me, I put her above Shufufu.
But below Nicole.
Below Nicole? Yes. I think that's fair.
We're back to the spook shack. All right.
Oh my! Oh
Daddy?
me! Oh my! Here he comes! The only A rank of the Spook Shack faction, and the only one deserving of S plus rank, if I may say so myself. Komano Monoto. I will always fall for characters who just have immense hearts. Like Vivian and like Lycon. I will always fall for characters who have really big hearts, and Monoto has a massive heart. He's such a baby. He's such a sweetie. I love him.
Alright, but we're not talking character. How about that design?
Oh, right. Okay, so Monoto, let me see. Yeah, that's a 4-star. Sorry. What I meant to say was he's okay. Do you guys know Aragaki Shinjiro from Persona?
I see where you're going with this.
No.
Yeah, I've never seen a man so blatantly steal another man's grip in my life. He's got the trench coat, he's got like the delinquent posture. I really like the red hair. I think he was one of the characters that a lot of people were hyped up for because we only saw his back. The red arm tape is very interesting. I like that he's a Thyren. There is one thing that I always love to point out about Monoto. if you look at his and Lycon's tail animations, they're notably different despite the fact that they have the same tail volume. This is because Lycon's tail is quite literally chained up to prevent it from wagging too much because, he's like a serious attendant. But Monoto's tail is free, so it tends to wag around like a lot whenever he's happy. I love that detail to bits and pieces.
That's great.
He's so nice. Also, I do want to give him bonus points for being like a big guy. Hoyo doesn't really tend to do like big guys. They like kinks in the playlist.
Yeah, he's massive.
He's a big boy.
I would absolutely say that this is a pretty damn solid design.
It's pretty solid.
It's not like wowie, it's solid, yeah.
Yeah, it's like the rest of the Spook Shack where it's just very casual, but it just works. And I think
It's
for
grounded.
a faction like the Spook Shack where they just aren't really like going for anything in particular, like it works very well.
Thinking
Absolutely.
close to
I feel
around
like it
here.
definitely goes with Hugo. That's
Right with Hugo?
I think above, but that might just be me.
Above.
I say below, but well, that's just for me. I'm
Nah,
biased. Don't
Lord,
listen to me.
up to
I'm
you.
crazy.
As the tiebreaker, I am biased against Callie.
You're evil. Has anyone ever told you that you're evil? You have no soul.
Once or
Alright,
twice.
Lucia is interesting because
Who is it?
Lucia,
Lucia.
the next one. Lucia.
Oh, right, the Fire Emblem character.
The
No.
interesting thing about Lucia is, in theory, I do not hate where they're going, but it has the same problem as so many like other characters, like Yujuan. It's just a repeat of the problem with her because she just has nothing. She just has nothing beyond like the shoulders. I like the little cape thing, but then everything else just doesn't sell at all.
Yeah.
There's nothing going on, like nothing at all really going on like below the legs.
Looking at it, it's like cape, and then the rest of it is...
Cape and like half of like a dress, I guess, and it just cuts
It's
off.
like 10% of the design from the start is good, and then you get to the button, it's like, oh.
I like.
It's like they were going halfway into like a design, and they're like, okay, this is a really good starting point. Wait, we're supposed to ship it out right now? Fuck.
That's like a crazy thing too. It's because Lucia's original design was a lot different, but she had a full NPC model and everything, but they changed it like a little bit before her release. This is what we got.
It's not.
You know how
Not good.
like Seed is worse Ganyu, worse Shenhe? This is worse Ganyu.
Damn.
Yeah, I think that's a great way to describe it. Like it's just Ganyu, but all the sauce was gone.
But bad. There's no seasoning. This is like a boiled Ganyu. Not a fan. I would say maybe bottom of a little wacky, honestly. Maybe above Lucy, honestly.
Yeah.
Lucy or Lucia, pick your poison.
I would probably put her below Lucy because
Below Lucy it is.
Lucy at least has like a foundation that's pretty solid.
That's true. Lucy's body percentage of clothes that are good are higher.
Yes, by quite a large margin.
By quite a bit. Who's next?
Takoyaki.
Oh gosh,
It's
Yidari.
It's Yedhari! It's Yedhari Murphy! Oh my god, what a splash art. Oh wow, okay, what a pose.
I can't find the
Okay,
spot. Oh, lordy. Jesus.
Yeah. Oh my, goodness gracious.
I don't know if I could put that in the video.
This is a little egregious, actually. Now that I'm looking at it, I don't think I've ever seen her splash pose before. Does
it get better with the model?
It's a little titillating, is it not? A bit like edgier than they usually do. It's a bit provocative. Hold on. I can
that's like the whole
bring
point.
up her model in game, which should be a lot less. What if it's more? Oh god, what if it, let me look at
So-
the
No,
Okay,
not
so you know
my
how-
vote.
you
Not
know
my
how-
Oh
vote.
no! Okay.
Nah, it's
Oh dear.
worse.
Okay. So, no. Okay. Okay. Don't. Oh.
Are we running into the issues live?
Yeah, so the thing, just to summarize Yadari, she is meant to be like just. I hate to say it, but she's kind of sloppy. She's just. It's like
she?
just factory cook a design that's meant to sell, and just add a little bit of like spiciness just because, and then you just serve it out. Nobody likes it, and you get Yadari.
I have to ask, is she supposed to be provocative?
Yes.
As a character?
Yeah.
As a
Okay,
character?
so here's the thing about Yudhari. She is a person who is actively in therapy for things that have traumatized her in the past. And, you know, oh god, how do I put this? Her character story is meant to be taken seriously, but there are moments where it is very clear that they're doing the ooga booga boogie
God.
resting boobily down at the stairs, if you will.
I hate it when stories go down that way.
It's I wouldn't say it's egregious, but there are moments where it's very clear that is the intent. Also, in the way that she speaks, she's like a woman of the sea. She's meant to be alluring and mysterious. So she does have like a certain way of talking, but she's got like a teensy little crush on Faith, and I'd say, but it's nothing that'll make you, gasp at your pearls, except that the one scene, the one piece, the one scene.
I have to ask, is the story to like design like ratio like as bad as say like Mikan from Danganronpa 2?
Oh my god, absolutely not. No way.
Okay, that's good. That's good at the very
It's just like they like doing the, because it's the obvious tease. She's a bit of a rug pull because it's like, oh, she's a octopus, or she has tentacles, which is a bit of a signaler.
It's
but
one
then
more
her
than nine.
story is actually quite she's like, she has a very grounded and kind of sad story. Unfortunately for Yudhari, Lucia also existed that patch, so she just kind of had to get shoved midway into the middle of it. It's more Yudhari's story than Lucia's story. Lucia doesn't get the story,
Damn.
but she's a good character, I think.
But the
It's
thing
just
is,
that they
none
like
of
to
that
play
matters.
with the idea of making you expect. It's true. They play with the idea of what you expect from a character with tentacles, and then they don't deliver. They deliver instead a serious story. But it doesn't really matter when you're breasting boobily down the stairs anyway. So
Yeah.
And you also
she's
look
not my
chopped.
favorite
is the
design. I don't
worst
think
part. Like,
anybody.
her hair's not great. Her outfit's not great.
I
Her
like
outfit
the
is
idea of
definitely
the
not
tentacles.
great.
I really like how different that is, because for the most part we've only really had like land tyrants.
Mammals.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had one shark, and they were like, "Yep, that's enough of that."
It's fine in theory, but I feel like they could have done a lot more with it. They made her a little more unique,
Yeah.
rather than just what it feels
Honestly,
like.
I would have loved like a seafoam dress or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I think that would
Maybe something like Sea Witch inspired from like Little Mermaid. Like the Sea Witch was a drag queen, so like maybe they could have gone like super extravaganza with it or something. I don't know. But it feels like they
They
were
gave us nothing.
tame but too teasing, so they got us nothing instead.
They
It
wanted
feels
both.
like
They wanted both
yeah,
of
they
us,
wanted
yeah.
both, and we got nothing. The hair not being tentacles will always break my heart, but her eyes are very pretty, so I will give her that.
Her eyes are
So,
great, and that's the only
she's-
good part.
She's sadly Midhari.
Yeah, her design's kind of a
Yeah.
flop, not gonna lie.
She's
It
not
breaks
like-
my heart because she's purple. No.
Better than Anton.
No, I don't think so.
Honestly,
I
no.
I would put her in fashion disaster myself. I don't think.
I don't- Okay, honestly, looking at it compared to like Lucia, I definitely don't like Lucia's more.
That's fair. I think at
It's
the
like- I think-
bottom of Little Wacky, maybe.
Or maybe we could just put them both in fashion disaster.
Honestly, I can agree with it. I
Alright.
feel like they're both
I have no objection.
The
Damn.
thing with, the difference between Lucia and Yudhari for me, Lucia is they didn't even try. They didn't even try with Lucia. With Yudhari, they clearly tried, but it just did not work at all.
Yeah.
And honestly, the
They
definition
tried
of
and
try-
failed.
At least there was an attempt.
There was an attempt. it
There
just
was an
wasn't-
attempt, right?
I think
You
there's,
can
like, this-
you
I
can
think
tell
there's a
now
theory.
why when I say Spook Shack, I only refer to the first 3 words.
I think there's this theory. I think that like Lucia and Yodari like split into 2 characters like midway through like development, and so they just rushed it out, and then we got like this half-baked nonsense, and it makes
That's right.
sense.
I'm pretty sure one of them used to be that nun that was supposed to be part of Mockingbird, but she got
Yeah, I
like
think it
cleaved
was.
in too.
I think that was Lucia. I think, and then they just split her into 2 characters, and neither of them were cooked well enough. So now we just have
No.
like,
Now we got
half.
now we
yeah,
got
half-
2 shit
We
cakes,
got,
I
like-
guess.
Yeah.
A side of wilted lettuce and an underbaked chicken.
Oh man, that guy's cake looks so much better than me. Wow, these cakes suck.
For real.
Alright.
Oh my god!
Dial in. Hershey's baby. Again.
Out of your friends, which are you? Truck freak, crazy ass, the fighter, the racist.
I forgot she was racist. That's right. Well, at least
she's
the
just
racist has a
powerful.
very good design, I would say.
Absolutely. Dylan's design is absolutely phenomenal. Can I just
It's a
say,
really
the
good-
splash of teal with the phone cords is everything.
The white and black
Big
like,
fan.
the split works really well. But this one's like it's a cool idea, and I think it did quite well overall. I don't think it's perfect,
I mean,
but
the tiniest
like
bit
as
is-
always, like there's this like little stretch where it just kind of devolves like at her legs. But I really like her shoes. Like the golden like soles are great. I like her little.
Like,
hoop.
I really love chunky shoes on like characters. It doesn't matter if it's short or tall. I love chunky shoes. I think
I like her
the
braids.
stretch of skin. What is it called again? The absolute territory. I think this actually quite works with her design, specifically because she's wearing something T-Pow adjacent. So I think it actually works quite well.
Yeah.
But the braids are very unique. I love the way that
They're
her
really
hair
cool.
is bunned up like panda ears, and then she has the braids hanging from them that look like talismans. It's
It's really
tassels. I don't think they're... Are they talismans?
tassels. That it is. There you go, tassels. You had me saying talismans. Look at you. You infected me.
My whiteness is infectious.
You've been infected with the Chinese.
No.
But yeah, honestly, it's just a design that
we're
looks...
still season 2. It's still Chinese.
It's a design that looks good that I'm struggling to find any real problems with.
Honestly, yeah. Are we gonna have another character in top tier? There's no way. Hold on. Let me look at her again in like the menu and see if there's anything that I dislike. No, she's wearing shorts under it too. They're like proper shorts. She's not even doing the underwearness. And her poses are sick, and her eyes have. I just realized
All of
her
them.
eyes have a teal sparkle to match the teal cord of the phone.
Hell yeah.
You know, this
Teal
is where
earrings,
all the
oh
design
God.
budget went. Like Lucia and Yodari were like pushed out, and then they just used the leftover funds to bake up Dialin, which is
Absolutely cook.
Alright, so we got this
Absolutely
really good
beautiful,
story
like-
with this character that has a really bad design. Let's make this fire design for the fucking racist.
it's like Sparkle-esque, unless you don't like Sparkle, but you know.
I
Don't worry
mean,
about
I love Sparkle's design. I hate Sparkle's character. I don't hate Sparkle. She's mean to the characters I like. That's a problem.
Alright, so definitely somewhere in Immaculate Trip.
Yeah,
Just
it is
where?
Very good.
Yeah, very, very good.
I
Diamond
mean-
absolutely knocked it out of the park.
I feel like I'd put her like above Bernice, and
Absolutely
the reason why
above
is
Bernice.
because- The reason why is because unlike like Bernice, where you could like kinda like have like a little bit of criticism, there's like nothing for Dialin.
There's
It's just-
nothing here.
Yeah.
there's nothing here you can really knock.
Can we put Vivian above Bernice, actually?
I think it's a good idea.
I think that's fair.
Maybe we put Dialin above Billy as well.
Actually, I might agree with that, yeah.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
But Yuza, I don't really think.
I think
really-
Yuzuha's the great wall for Dialin.
Yeah, I think also like Dialin, like there's also like the whole faction cohesion argument, but I don't think that applies to Krampus. We'll talk about it.
Yeah. Oh, up next, we have the
Bonnie.
big, the strong, the mountain shaper.
Bonnie. Bonnie.
He is
Shit.
so cute.
This guy's just Zenyatta from Overwatch, but with a little bit of a physique.
Why did you say that? Oh my god.
Well, damn.
What am I gonna do?
Hey. Zenyatta's great. Shut up.
Okay.
Oh my god. He really is just buff Zenyatta. Why did you say that?
Because it's true. Okay.
No, how could you do this to me?
As the
He's
only
a lion.
other real automaton, he looks really damn good.
He is good. He's a giant metal lion guy who moves mountains. Of course he's good. He's cool.
Yeah.
He's awesome. I like him.
He's also
got
shirtless again.
funny
God damn
balls.
it.
Yeah, but that's, like,
It's okay.
fine.
It's because he escaped. He doesn't have clothes yet.
Damn.
He has to buy them.
He has a jacket around his waist.
He needs to hide his wait, no, wait,
Whoa.
Look. Once he takes the test that proves that he's worth having rights as a person, then he can buy clothes.
All right.
That sounds so grim. Oh my god, that sounds so grim.
Way to bring down the mood.
What if he like wait, no, hold on. He's not wearing any clothes. We can't rate this guy.
He doesn't have fashion.
I mean, from like a character design perspective, the way that he's like wires and bits and bobs are all like, put along his body kind of give the illusion that he is like a man, but in a machine kind of way. It's like if Michael Afton was attracted. Why Michael Afton so much?
Michael
Afton. What?
Looks great, but no fashion.
I think
Hey
that's
guys,
like great.
you know Ennard from Five Nights at Freddy's?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Okay, we're reaching.
He's like the glam rock endos, you know what I mean?
We're getting way too deep into this.
But yeah, unironically, I would
Let's get to the
probably
funny.
put him somewhere around here.
I feel like having him in his own tier is fine because he really doesn't have any clothes at all to rank.
Yeah, he just doesn't really.
But he's so cool.
He is the drip.
He is the drip. He himself is. Oh my god, it's Xiao Zhao. It is Xiao Zhao time.
It's the bunny. All right.
It's the bunny. I've been waiting for her ever since I saw her in the trailer, and then I got in the kneecaps because she's chained to Yeshungamon. It's fine. It's fine. I'll use it for Nekomata. It's fine. This
How do you spell
is
her name?
Xiao Zhao. Little Zhao. So her name is Zhao. Zhao.
He is a bunny.
Okay. There we
She's
go.
Literally.
a bunny tyrant. There's a very stark difference. Alice is a rabbit tyrant, specifically a dwarf rabbit tyrant. This is a bunny tyrant. It's completely different species. If you conflate the two, then you're a racist.
Damn. But yeah, for like a tiny bunny, like sort of tyrant, I think that like they pulled off the design really damn well.
I think her design is wonderful. I really like her, like how unique her face is. She has like an actual bunny nose. They didn't just give her a regular human nose. I really like that about her.
Ooh, something
Also, her proportions are very cartoonish.
Something I also would really like to say that also kind of bounces off that is that thankfully because she was free, I was able to play around with her a bit, and like her animations are just golden.
Yeah,
Oh,
her
they're
animations are absolutely
wonderful.
adorable because she's just a bunny. She's tiny. Her weapon's the
She's
size of
Looney
her.
Tunes and all over the place.
She has a giant ass knife. Of course, she can't hold that shit that well.
I do like Zhao's design. I do have like one issue. It's just when she talks, it feels like Uncanny Valley to me. It feels weird. It looks strange. That might
Do
be
we
part of
count
the
that?
charm, but I don't really like it.
I think that would count.
Now that I'm like looking at her tail is like 30% of her body mass.
Oh dang, that's a tail. I thought that was for hair.
No, that's her tail back there.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, yeah, that's huge.
It is massive. I do like the concessions that ZZZ tends to make in the clothing for characters who have tails. Like you can see in human jeans, they have like tail gaps at the back. I think that's nice.
Pretty cool.
Her design is simplistic and it's cute, and it gets the job done. I think she has a pretty solid design.
Yeah.
It's pretty
And
good.
she's pink.
I'd probably say a bit more than above corn.
Maybe.
I want to say around here.
I think above Sufufu at least.
Yeah, I'm good with her being like right behind Haramasa. She's cute. She has a very solid design principle, and they follow through on it, which is not a lot, you know, in these season 2 times.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it's a simple design. It's effective.
They didn't mess it up. Oh no! Oh god! I just
speaking
unmixed.
So who's this white bread looking fella?
Oh no!
This is Yesheng Guang.
Yesheng Guang. This is Xiao Guang, our beloved junior. She. Oh no.
Yeah, she definitely looks like a Hoyo character.
I've
That
been
is a good
historically harsh on her design because Hoyoverse loves to do this thing where they will put the palest characters in the palest clothing and give it no contrast other than their hair. And so what ends up happening is that the character's clothing blends into their body. So when they move or strike poses that have limbs overlapping, it looks like a mess. And oh my god.
Yeah.
If that problem was a concept and like the concept was what not to do, I would put a picture of Yeshua on the screen.
Now that I like get a closer look at her, specifically her drip, like her clothing, it's awful. Her clothing is terrible all the way down. But I do like her hair. Her hair is really nice.
The hair
I
is
like
tail as
her
well.
hair is
But the
brown. You
clothing-
never see brown-haired characters in Hoyo games. They don't exist.
And it probably isn't
yeah.
the worst thing, like,
Not huge.
with the contrast, because she also has a tail.
Yeah, but like the clothing is bad. It's just by itself. Like what?
Yeah, the
What are we
dress.
doing?
Okay, she's
The dress
doing the
is
cheap
cut
out
down
again.
the middle. What?
She's doing the T-file again with a neckline, but then because she oh god, the fact that the fabric down the middle of her dress, starting from her her sternum bone, is see-through, is
That's
so
awful.
egregious.
Terrible.
Like I don't mean to like shame anybody, right? But what is happening right here is she's not even wearing I hesitate to call this a cheapao. She's wearing a leotard with 2 strips of fabric down the middle, and then in the middle of that strip of fabric is clear fabric with more chilling clouds. So when you look at it, and then she has, in the middle of the design, she has like the signature Yonkwei Summit yellow, but her design philosophy is reds, whites, and pinks. So when you slap the yellow in the middle of it to do like, you know, the gold tassels, it doesn't really work at all, especially considering her skin tone is like, it has warmth, but the yellow washes her out again.
And I did make the joke about it, but like the more I look at this, the more I think, man, this is probably a Genshin design that they just slapped onto Zenless and Zero.
It does
good
look
point.
like an early like a Inazuma Genshin design. Despite the fact that it is very Chinese, it looks Inazuman almost.
It's Inazuman, but with like the absolute worst of Zenless's design philosophy.
She looks like, oh my god, you know who she looks like? She looks like if you like messed up Yaimiko's design. Oh, she's Yaimiko but bad. We found it, guys. The trifecta. We found it.
After so much searching.
Oh god. And it sucks too because I really, really, really do adore her skin. Her skin is gorgeous and I love, love, love it to bits and pieces. But her actual design is just so terrible.
It's so bad.
So
It's so rubbish.
the only question is where in Fashion Disaster?
Yeah.
I think it goes below Qingyi. Because Qingyi obviously has something going for her.
Yeah, that's
I'm
true.
not really sure how much I feel about Piper. The only good thing about Yoshimoto's design is like her head, and that's it.
We have
The battle of the
reached
hair.
threshold of the top 5%. Here's the thing about me and Chingy. Let me take a quick look at Chingy one more time to see if more than 10% of her design from the top down is good. We're witnessing mid-off
Okay,
history.
it-
chat.
It's
Chingy's hair
really-
is good.
It's really just a matter of who has the better hairstyle.
Honestly, I think Chingy's design up until the point where you hit her midriff is good. I
agree.
like the police vest. I like the fucking that little metal box. I forgot what it is. It's like a radio. It's
Yeah, radio.
old. I like the radio. I like. Is it bad that Chingy reps Chinese design better than you? I'm sorry.
Yes,
sorry,
that's
sorry.
very bad. That's very bad. That's sure.
Yeah, okay. Well, we finally did it. We made it past Wi-Fi Peninsula. You know what time it is? Angels of Delusion, baby.
Yeah. And since they're all so synonymous with each other, do you want to like rank them all together or separate?
Honestly,
Now, here's the thing. They're all different enough to where we need to discuss them all.
that's true.
Alright, then let's go with Suna first.
All right, Suna, our baby, the mint-haired one. I have to talk about them as a collective. I'm always going to talk about them as a collective because they were designed, with that intention in mind.
Then let's discuss them as a collective.
No, we can't. We can discuss them as a collective, but they're going to be ranked differently. Suna's design is easily the weakest of all of them, and I feel bad saying that because Suna has absolutely stolen my heart and hid it away. She is so daughter to me. I love her dearly, but her design philosophy is the weakest amongst the angels, I will say.
Suna is like very clearly like her inspiration is like she's supposed to be like the innocent one, so like she's designed like in like a school outfit, which like,
Yeah, we've
it's
seen before though.
fine. We've seen this before. I do like her pink like socks and like
I
I
like
don't
her
know.
little creature. I think it's
Yeah, that little
I think
creature is pretty cool, but you don't really like see it at all. But other than that, it's just not really a whole lot special. Like
I
it's
can't even
fine.
say that she does the Rena principle either, because their
No.
designs,
Just
while
three of
having shared inspiration, are very, very different. They're very, very different designs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, looking over it again, yeah, it's definitely different.
I think Suna definitely has like the most dry design of them all. But it's not like terrible. It's not like bad.
I'd still
It's
definitely say
definitely-
fashionable, just somewhere near the bottom.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's a pleasant outfit. I would say it's below, honestly, below Belle. I like Belle's better.
I agree.
She's the lowest of the great looking outfits. Okay,
Yeah,
and then
uh,
which version of Arya are we?
I think we have to talk about them together because it's
We
the
have to
same
talk about them
character.
together.
We have to talk about them together.
Okay.
Okay. I am gonna go out on a limb here and say, first of all, the mint coloring is back, baby. We love pink and mint. Heck yeah.
It's a very good scheme. It's a very
I
good color.
love her color scheme. It's just gorgeous. It is just so gorgeous. I think she is the most obviously, this is an idol character of all three of them. Genuinely,
Of course,
she
yeah.
embodies that. She's clearly the front. She's the. I know
the
Nanglong is
center.
like the lead singer. Yeah, she's the center. Thank you, K-pop terms.
She's the Sayaka Maizono.
So like Nanglong's the lead singer, and then you have Arya as the center, and then you have Suna as the only thing keeping this gang running.
Very Yanagi-esque. if you will.
Very Yanagi of her. Very, very Yanagi of her. I want to put Arya in high fashionable, I think.
High fashion.
But wait, hold on just a moment. We need to talk about this robot because that
oh,
causes
right.
some issues.
Okay, so the robot.
Alright, so the robot. Let me say something. Theoretically,
Go right
like,
ahead.
just by itself, it's a very nice looking design. I don't hate it by itself. Like I don't hate it alone. But where they went wrong, I think we all know where it went wrong. Like,
yeah.
The front profile is perfectly fine, but then you turn her around.
Then you
it's-
turn her around.
It's so bad.
I really, really do not think that the right choice for her robot form was giving her what is essentially a human girl pear-shaped torso in a black leotard, because now it just looks like she's wearing a black leotard and nothing else. And especially with the way that her proportions are and how old she is supposed to be in like the story, it feels uncomfortable. It does feel rather uncomfortable. I know the point of having a robot character is, you can play around with more crazy designs, but they've done this thing where they came so close to doing what they did for all the other male robot characters in making a female robot character that looks like a robot, but then they fell into the caveat of making her shaped like a girl anyway. And not just shaped like a girl, shaped like a va-va-voom girl, which is not very appropriate.
Yeah.
Especially for human age is supposed to be. It's weird. It's weird.
Yeah, she's a baby.
So then, overall,
I would say maybe middle of fashionable.
But she is carried by her idol design.
She is carried by her idol design.
It's a very good design.
Below Nicole.
Below Nicole.
Well, we have 3 pinks in a row.
I think that's fair, yeah. Alright, and then what was the last one called?
That's Nongong Yu.
Nongong Yu! That's my Oshi!
Yeah, I like Nongong Yu as well.
She is my Pookie. You know how much I love the chunky Oh god, okay. So N-A-N-G-O-N-G and then space U.
Okay, there we go.
Nangong Yu. You know how much I love the chunky platform shoes, so obviously she was gonna be my favorite.
Honestly, I think I like it the most out of the 3. Overall.
I am biased towards her, but I do believe her design philosophy is the strongest, specifically because of how unique her hair is, and then how that shape language of the hair translates to the rest of her limbs. She has the same hair shape in her arms and the same hair shape in her legs. It works.
Yeah.
Yes, it works. She does it 3 times, actually. She has it in her hair, she has it in her dress, and she has it, in her shoes. It's just really cool.
Yeah, it all, comes together.
It is I feel like Arya's is more, obviously idle, but Nongong's is, very, well set up. I do have
also,
some slight
there's
because it's not complete.
Wings on her back.
Her clothing is not complete.
That's true.
It's so close. I prefer Arya's idle form, but I think overall, Nongong clears just because Arya's robot form is just so bad.
Arya's robot form drags her down, yeah.
I cannot, personally, I cannot put Arya as high as we have put her, but I am willing to accept it as part of the collective. I do think Nongong is, up there. She's very good overall.
I think she goes right below Miyabi, yes.
Right below Miyabi? Alright. So then...
And that's everybody so far.
Yep.
I know that there's also, Cynthia coming, but she's not on the
snake
list,
girl.
Who cares?
Yeah,
and also, she's kind of chopped.
And she would rank at the bottom anyway.
Yep.
Yeah, at or near.
So that's our list. We didn't really check it twice, but it should be nice.
Yeah,
You can go over it at the end.
Yeah.
You can go over it at the end and give your final takes, I think.
Yeah. No, I won't. I'll probably just leave it off somewhere around here. And just say, if anybody disagrees with this list, you have full rights to kick the shit out of me.
Collect your pitchforks and torches at the door, please.
Yeah, we've got plenty to provide for you anyways.
But yeah, with that, catch you all next time.
Bye!
Thanks for watching.